Deal of the Week is going digital. Be the first to grab exclusive offers with free delivery. Just opt into our emails to get early access before it hits our socials. Oh, and since shipping is free, might as well fill up that basket. But hurry, it's only available for a limited time or while stocks last. Deal of the Week with Shop on TV.
Well, hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shaylee, and together we are very excited. We've got a brand new launch for us here on Shop on TV. It's a product that's going to make cleaning all your hard floors so easy. It's very much an all-in-one.
It does so many jobs all at once because it's going to vacuum your floor. It's going to pick up the debris. It's going to pick up wet spillages.
It's going to clean the floor. So no mop, no bucket, no vacuum, no broom, no brush. This will do it all at once. It's absolutely amazing. Actually self-cleans as well, but let's see it in action, because when you see how well it picks up, it'll work just as a dry vacuum, but then it'll work as a vacuum that's actually vacuuming but actually washing the floor. So now it's a washer. This is like better than getting your mop out. This is better than getting your steam mop out. This is all in one. It's amazing.
And it's cordless. That's the other great thing about this. So it's ease of cleaning with that cordless shoe.
That's the best thing, isn't it? You're not tripping over wires. You can grab this and clean around the home. Perhaps you've had a spillage in the home. Perhaps the kids have knocked over a drink. Instantly you can pick it up. But actually you can just go around cleaning all those floors and vacuuming at the same time.
And it's got a self-cleaning function on there as well. And
it's got a smart function. It even knows how much debris is on the floor, so it knows how much power to use. You don't even have to think about it. It talks to you as well. Tells you to put it back in the cleaning system. Tells you what it's actually doing. It is absolutely amazing. And I know we're going to have a super busy night. We've got the stock that we managed to get, but I'm not sure it's going to last for 3 hours.
Now, our price is brilliant as well, reduced down to $179.99. Your item number is 822901. Feature-wise, let's remind you and let you know the features. We'll be showing you lots of demonstrations throughout the show. Completely cordless. It's a brushless motor. It's got that tri-edge design.
That's clever, isn't it?
Front and sides, it's going to get right edge to edge.
It's got a 3-minute cleaning function as well. It'll tell you when to put it into the, so put me into the cleaning function. It also tells you when the battery's going low, so it talks to you. It's absolutely amazing. You're going to love the fact it's got the dual water tank, so the clean and dirty water never ever mix. And that's smart mode, so it detects how much dirt's on the floor. So you're not wasting your battery. You're not having it on a full mode all the time. It will detect how much power it actually needs, which is brilliant. And a 3-year warranty.
Yeah, you just need to register it with Tower. Tower are a company that we all know, that we've all probably got products in our home. Remember, this has voice commands on there that take the fuss out of your cleaning, letting you know what mode has been selected and letting you know when it's in cleaning mode.
It vacuums, it scrubs, it washes, it dries. It's absolutely amazing. We're going to do loads of demonstrations, but we've just got to tell you as well, we have got a second Tower product with us. This is an absolute favourite, and this sells out time and time and time again. Can't quite believe the price we've got, but if you, after a really good set of non-stick pans...
Get ready for this price, my word.
Are you ready?
We're talking about the Tower Freedom pans. These have the most amazing non-stick. Everything that you see here stacks down into the size of the biggest pans because the handles are removable. You've got interchangeable lids for all your pans. You've got amazing non-stick.
So they're not just pans, they're roasting dishes.
Yep.
They're bakeware. You can make cakes in here. You can fry. You can use them in the oven. You can use them as saucepans. You can use them as baking trays. You can use them as storage containers. They even come with the storage lids to go on the pans. The saucepans, you've got an 18 and 20 centimetre. The fry pans, you've got a 24, 28 centimetre. You've got a wok in there. You've also got the saute, and they're both 28 centimetres. You've got the glass lids, 3 of those that interchange. And there's a 10-year warranty on the handles, again, as long as you register.
You've got non-stick on the outside and non-stick on the inside. Now, the price is spectacular. There's the non-stick we're talking about, 7 times stronger than a regular non-stick. That means that you will cook with ease. You don't need to use any oil or fat.
Yeah, so a healthier way of cooking. And they're going to be great for roasting as well. For baking, the cakes are just going to glide out of these. You can use these for storage. You can use them in the fridge. You can use them on the hob, and any hob as well. Use them in the oven.
That's really important.
And you can use them into the oven at a really good temperature as well, because you can take the handles off.
Yeah, take the handles off.
And like we say, if you're buying as a gift, any hob.
So up to 230 degrees in the oven. However, on your hobs, gas, electric, ceramic, halogen, if you've got an Arga and a Rayburn, these have got the most solid base. So if you've got an induction hob, they've got the magnet in there as well. Now, price-wise, our usual price is really good at $149.99.
Oh, my word.
Because if you buy them elsewhere right now, we've had a look.
Market beating.
Look at these prices at Tower, $169.99, at Grattan, $189, at Hale Retail, £140, just shy of 5
I think, oh my word, yeah. Where did you get to?
Freeman's.
Freeman's at £189. I've just heard 10% of the stock already in baskets. You've got to grab this while the stock is available. These are going to disappear. They are going to be your best sort of bakeware, your best frying dishes, your best saucepans, your best serving dishes, because they look fantastic to the table as well.
They're such a versatile set of pans. Just £84.99 or £30.31 if you use PayPal and you pay online. 530956 is the item number, and the easiest way is shopontv.co.uk. You can order on the phone, 03333 241 241, but we're already getting busy on those phone lines, so the easiest way is the website.
We love them. They're saucepans, they're frying pans, they're roasting dishes, they're bakeware, they're serving dishes. They wash like you will not believe. Though they're going in the dishwasher, I wouldn't bother. Just wipe them clean, you know, in the hot soapy water. They'll be clean in an instant. At £84.99, we use ours daily for so many different jobs.
Because they do so
Did Gammon in them today, and how easy did they clean?
Roasted in the oven, yeah, brilliant.
Honestly, order those while the stock is available. Great gift idea as well if you've got a wedding coming up. 530956 is your item number. Great as well for caravans, motorhomes, boats and things like that if you've got a small kitchen area, because they store so small. Super busy. It's great to have STV with us first of all, and great also to have Mark with us.
Hello, good morning.
Hello,
good morning. I'm very excited about this machine to be able to bring it to you. I've always had that thing where you broom and you sweep first, or you vacuum first and then you mop. Forget all of that. This literally halves the time.
Brilliant.
Now I'm just going to switch it on. Listen, it talks to you. It says powering on, smart mode selected. Now you can have it loud or quiet, it's entirely up to you. But look, I'm just going to go through to just show you just how efficient this is, because look at this. It is not only suctioning, it is also getting up those spillage. Look at that.
So it's vacuuming up. You've got cornflakes and things down there. You've got all sorts of bits and pieces.
Wine and cola.
But then it's wet as well. Exactly. And it's washing.
And it's mopping that floor. Did you hear it go to strong mode just for a second? Because
so it detects how much dirt's there.
In smart mode, it detects when it's got a lot of dirt going, it goes directly into heavy mode for you. But look at this. You've got, look, there's a lot of sludge there, isn't there? But look, you can get all of the sludge up, dry or wet, it doesn't matter. Now the nice thing, now we went to strong mode because it really detected that you've got it there. And look, you can switch it off, powering off, and then it spins round for another 8 or so seconds and then powers off for you. And then now, it always says when you finish, put it back on the charging station, so you've always got power. And that's what's so good. The dirty water and the clean water never mix.
Brilliant.
Which is great. So you've got clean water at the back, the dirty water's at the front. Now, I quite like that in terms of television, because you at home can always see just how much dirt there is in there. Now, in terms of filtration, of course, what you've got here is a foam filter, because all of the dirt is going into the water, so it's keeping it all in the water. So it's trapped in there. All the dust, all the dirt, all the particles is trapped in the water. So that's really clever. Now, people ask about where the battery is, obviously, because you don't want the wet going anywhere near the battery. Of course you don't. This is very clever. Have a look at this. I'm just going to push on the sides here, and it pops up. And literally, it comes.
Fabulous.
So you can either charge it on its charging station, or you can take that away to the kitchen and just charge that by itself. And you simply just lock it into position. There we go.
I love the look
of it. Lock it down. It's very smart, isn't it? Absolutely. Would you like to see how good it is just dry?
Yes.
Yeah, because we can, if we want to, just use it as a vacuum.
Now, just for TV, I'm going to keep one machine for dry just for tonight, rather than, and then I've got several wet machines to show you, just so that I can show you it does do dry, just on here. So have a look at this. So I haven't put, I've put a little bit of water in the back, because if you don't have any water in the tank, it says you have no water in the tank, and it tells you. If the water tank gets empty, it tells you. If the dirty water tank is full, it tells you.
I love that. So if the battery needs recharging, I bet it tells you.
All of that. There's no guesswork with this.
Yeah, great.
So it means even I can use it. And I'm quite impressed. Have a listen, because I'm going to forget to tilt it backwards. Have a listen to what it says.
The cleaner is in an upright state. Please tilt the handle to
Brilliant.
So it even tells you you've got to tilt the handle.
So it's like the instruction booklet. It talks to you. Tells you what to do.
And do you know what? That's even better, because you don't necessarily have to read it. I would always advise reading the booklet, of course. Now, when you switch it on, it automatically goes into smart mode.
Right.
Then if you push this button back here, it will go into strong mode, and then push it again and it goes into dry mode only. And that's what we want, dry mode. So I'm going to push it once, then go into dry mode. So I'm just in dry mode now.
And it's on the top of the readout.
Exactly. It's on the LED readout on the top there as well. So look at that. So you're just getting up dry there as well.
Right, so if we just want to vacuum, you can
vacuum. Just vacuum there.
But then if you see you've got a bit of a spillage or you've got a bit of dirt on the floor, you can then
just go into the separate mode. Yeah.
It's great that it can do all the jobs at the same time if you want it to. But you've got that option of just dry cleaning as well.
I love
it. £179.99, brilliant price. Remember, PayPal, £62.31 on your first.
I love the fact it talks to you.
It does. And so that's just in dry mode.
I love the fact it stands on its own.
It really does.
Brilliant.
For me, I've used it at my house, I've used it at my friend Lisa's house, I've used it at my friends Sam and Ian's house. They have a 5-bedroom house, all with wooden floors and hard floors.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I did their 5-bedroom house, the whole of the downstairs, in 22 minutes. And I didn't rush around, but I did it all in 22 minutes. So a 30-minute runtime is absolutely brilliant for this. And every time you put it back on its charging stand, it's recharging. So it's really clever.
It's so good. Can you imagine being able to actually vacuum, clean it, and mop your floors all in one go without having to get the vacuum out first, or the dustpan and the brush to actually clean up first? Then you get the mop and the bucket out. It's actually doing everything at once. Love the technology.
And this is the readout that you can see on the top of the machine. So it'll tell you when it's in smart mode. It'll tell you when you want to increase to strong mode. You've got that dry suction that Mark was talking about. This is a feature-packed machine at a fantastic price. It's the first time we've had it from Tower.
Yeah. It is our brand new launch. We love everything about it. Tower, of course, giving it a 3-year warranty as well. Just register that online. Love the fact you need no separate vacuum, no brush and broom, no mop and bucket. It does it all. It cleans, it washes, and it dries, and it vacuums up as well. Extremely strong suction. And you've got the fact that it's cordless, up to 30 minutes of runtime.
It's like having a vacuum for all your hard floor surfaces, because that's what it is. But it's also mopping those floors at the same time. It's great for spillages and accidents. Remember, a clean and a dirty water tank that
This is clever.
And then you've got that self-cleaning.
So it's actually cleaning the head now, and you just pop it on its little charging station and it will self-clean the head and dry the head there as well if you want to. Remember, it talks to you all the time, so it's letting you know if you need to charge it. It's letting you know if you need more water and things like that. So I love the voice commands that it has, but it will tackle the stubbornest of stains, and it stands upright, and our saving is absolutely phenomenal.
It's a 3-year warranty upon registration that you've got there with the Tower AquaVac Pro. Now, we've got to mention again these fantastic pans and talk you through what you're getting here, because this is a 13-piece collection that we've got for you. Look at the price. It's $84.99.
We bought one pan for $89.99, and you've got it actually in this set, which is like a saute pan. You've got a saute pan, you've got a wok, you've got saucepans, you've got fry pans, but they will then adapt into bakeware, roasting dishes. Do your whole chicken in here. Yes, so put them into the oven up to 230 degrees. You'll find these are so versatile. You can serve to the table because they look fantastic as well. So it is your easy store, your easy clean. You can pop them into the fridge. You can put them on the hob. any hob as well. I love the way they stack,
Well,
because
that's
for
the whole
storage, that's amazing.
For storage, it's brilliant. You can see you've got 13 pieces in total. The handles are detachable. You've got 2 handles, but they fit anywhere on any pan. If you want to put 2 handles at the same time on there, you can. You've got a 7 times stronger non-stick with the black diamond on the inside.
That is incredible.
And the outside.
It is amazing, that non-stick. Don't forget the handles come with a 10-year warranty, just register them. Pans come with a 5-year warranty, again, just register. That was them actually stored in just one drawer. If you've got a cupboard full of pots and pans and frying dishes and storage containers, remember these can do everything and they will happily stack into themselves. They tick every single box. Every kitchen needs these, I
really think so. There's the 13 pieces within the collection. It's all the pans you need, but it's all the bakeware, the serving dishes. These are so versatile. And price-wise, this is why we're already so busy. Our usual price at $149.99 is brilliant. At
wow.
Tower right now, $169.99. At Gratin, £189. At Hale Retail, $139.95. But at Freeman's, you're looking at £189. We're more than £100 cheaper than Freeman's.
That is incredible, isn't it? Wait till you use them. The non-stick is sensational. You'll find you can cook with no oil or a tiny amount of sort of perhaps a flavoured oil if you fancy, so a healthier way of cooking. They wipe clean like you will not believe, but they are the right tool for the job. Sometimes when you try and cook, you spoil things. Perhaps you bake a cake and it gets stuck in the container. Perhaps you're frying an egg and it's an absolute disaster, or trying to do scrambled egg, it never works. When you've got the right tool for the job, when you've got the right non-stick, and when they're so versatile,
it just makes the job so much easier. £30.31 on your first of 3 interest-free PayPals. I think it's time to go to the kitchen.
Well, before the stock disappears, you're absolutely loving these. Check your baskets through. But if you're thinking, really, how versatile, take a little look at this.
I just love how easy they are. The handles are fantastic, 10-year guarantee, but look, I just got to show you how good this is. Now, this is in our wonderful air fryer oven.
On the show as well with the air fryer, yeah.
We are doing our roast dinner. Can you see how it just slides around? Nothing sticks whatsoever. The quality of the non-stick is phenomenal. So I'm just going to pop that back in our oven there. So you imagine, because you can remove the handles, suddenly you can bake cakes in the pans. You can do your pineapple upside down cakes, little stews, curries, casseroles. You're only limited by your imagination, which is just so good. And then I'm going to just do a little tiny bit of scrambled egg here, just to show you how good the non-stick is, because it is phenomenal. You will love with this Cerishaw non-stick how good it is. Can you see? Again, it comes with a 5-year warranty on the pans, 10 on the handles. It's incredible, and they're dishwasher safe too. Can you see how nothing sticks? I'm just going to let that burn on there.
Lovely, yep.
And then what I'm going to do in this one here, I'm just going to pop some cheese in, because I'm going to do the quickest cheese sauce that you've ever done.
Now, we do have a variety of sizes, don't we? Of course, you've got your 2 interchangeable handles, but you've got your saute pan, the 2 different saucepans as well, the wok as well. So all of it included in your amazing 13-piece set. Induction hob compatible, as you can see, with what we're using, and also any hob type. So if you're cooking on gas, cooking on electric, it is good to go. And Paul, as you say, oven safe. Just detach the handle, pop them in the oven up to 260 degrees C.
They certainly are.
Air fryer safe, as you just saw. But also, Paul, I've had the pleasure of watching the master at work, because with the chicken, different cooking times on your potatoes and your garnishes. So you've been taking that out, adding things, putting it back in.
You can all the way through.
Brilliant.
Now look, I just want to show you the non-stick. So this is scrambled egg that I've purposely left, and look, it just comes away. Your clean up is next to nothing. So I'm just going to pop that on our pan there, and I'm just going to, again, we're cooking on induction, but it could be halogen, electric, gas. Look at that, look.
Yeah, you stick that in the wash quickly, but here we quickly wipe it.
I promised you the quickest cheese sauce you've ever made, didn't I?
Yeah.
Now, so there it is.
That's not sticking, it's good.
It's not sticking at all, no. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some in and let it burn, okay? Because I want to show you how good this non-stick is. So I've got our tortilla chips.
Right.
Now, Look at that.
Oh my goodness me.
Now, look at that, look. I promise you, if you have a nibble on one of them, you will just love it. But what I'm going to do
So let
is
it
now,
cool down for a second.
I'm going to purposely, I've left some in the pan.
Yes.
I'm going to let it burn on.
Okay.
I've got
To show
some
the
extra
Sarah
cheese. Yeah.
Coating.
To show how bad it is. I've even got some milk. If you've ever burnt milk in a pan before, you know how terrible it sticks. It really is. So we're doing the worst that we can throw at it, and I'm going to let that tick over there just to show you how bad it can be. But in the next one here, I'm just going to fry off some onions just to show you. Oh, please try it. It's
Got my
so
eye on one of
delicious.
these. I was waiting just because I didn't want to burn my mouth with the cheese sauce. But look at that.
Now again,
Oh, you naturally
that
at
can be
home
your
in front of a
naturals
movie.
at home,
Yeah.
anything like that.
But
Just going to do some stir-fry
that
veggies
is-
in here.
that's amazing with the cheese sauce as well.
Oh, isn't
You
it
knocked that up
delicious?
so
Was that the
quickly.
quickest cheese sauce that you've ever
Yummy.
made? Now
Oh.
again, it looks horrendous mess, doesn't it? Can you see how that's burning? So obviously you wouldn't do this at home, but you can imagine the phone goes and someone knocks at the door, stuff like that.
Or you just
Well,
leave something, the base of
look.
something's cooking away.
Nothing is
Oh, that's
sticking
really good. It's peeling
whatsoever.
away.
This is how forgiving these pans are, and this is why I just love them so much.
So a great
Look at
name
that.
as well, isn't it? From Tower.
You imagine. Look at that. You know, lots of pans, stainless steel pans, that would never stick.
You
Where-
almost think, when you see the words non-stick, you almost think that some manufacturers should put the non-stick in inverted commas, like non-stick, you know, unless, you know, but that looks like a genuine non-stick, just easy. And that's the Cerashore ceramic coating and also the decades of experience from Tower. Remember, right from the early 1900s, Tower have been doing this and making amazing quality cookware. And now it's pancake.
Well, I'm going to show you something else now. So, I'm going to make a mess on the side, okay?
Okay.
Now, because not only have you got the Cerashore amazing non-stick on the inside, you've got it on the outside as well. And it really is fabulous.
Have another one of
And
these.
while that's cooking on the outside, I'm just going to throw some of our chopped meats in there, just to do something sticky, like that, with that amazing even heat distribution. Can you hear that wonderful sizzle? It really is so good. I haven't used any oil whatsoever.
Oh wow!
Even- now,
Because it suggests like little oil, not as much.
Now,
So
did
you
you-
put none in, right? It's amazing.
yeah, and did you see with our stir-fry vegetables here? Again, little or no oil, which is just fantastic, but nothing is sticking whatsoever. It really is that
The
fantastic.
Cerashore ceramic.
Well, that is the quality that you get. Look at that, look. Can you
Now you got
see?
this pancake mix gluing itself to the outside. I
Gluing
don't
it
know.
to the side. I don't know whether you can see it yet.
Yeah. You see, it's
There you
baking
go.
itself on there. Yeah.
Right, so, and now obviously the cameras, we haven't done this on camera, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it up a bit and then I'm going to give it a wipe.
Okay.
So, okay, so you ready? This
Right.
is only for TV purposes. Can you see how, when, there you go.
Wow, that is
look at that, look.
phenomenal.
That was burnt on pancake mix on the side. It just wipes off.
So we know that even if the inside is non-stick, as they say, the outside definitely won't be. But here, the Cerashore non-stick genuinely is non-stick on the inside and on the outside.
That's it. It
Full
really
quality.
is. You're getting incredible
So,
quality.
just to run through exactly what you're getting, Paul, then you're getting the 18 centimetre saucepan, the 20 centimetre saucepan, the 24 and the 28 frying pans, the 28 wok, that's 28 centimetres by the way, each time, 28 centimetres. You're getting the lids as well, 2 detachable handles, and of course the silicone lids too. And they all nest and stack inside each other. So if you've got really small amount of storage in your kitchen, space is a premium, then don't worry. They're not going to be sticking out handles everywhere, poking everywhere. The detachable handles make them so easy to store and to keep safe at home and stacked. Pop them in the dishwasher to clean them if you want. Wipe them clean and keep going. Wash them by hand and keep going. But you've got a 10-year guarantee on the handles and an extended 5-year guarantee guarantee on the pan. All you need to do is register on the website to actually activate that guarantee. But how amazing is that? And the detachable handles, so easy to use as well, aren't they?
They are. So it literally is at the click of a button like that. And then suddenly you've got your frying pan turns into your oven dish, your cottage pie dish, you know, anything like that. If you're doing a pasta bake, you can put the cheese on, pop the whole time, and then you can even take it in the oven. And now can you see how evenly, wonderfully cooked?
Yeah, no, it looks really even, like no burning, no sticking or anything. Like,
fantastic.
Really good.
I'm going to do the worst scenario now. We've got our honey barbecue sauce here. So you imagine how sticky that is.
Yeah, now that would be a nightmare on your saucepan or your wok at home, wouldn't it?
It certainly is. Oh, yeah.
Not having a problem.
And how much do you spend on like the sticky pork and stuff like that?
Oh, don't even.
There you go. Look at that. Look.
They can get those tastes at home. Like, you don't need to worry. Like, you know, when you buy a new item of clothing, it's like, oh gosh, what's the washing instructions? When you buy, like, or you look at a recipe, you think, what dishes am I going to need? What am I going to have to wash up afterwards? Is it a one wok job or is it a one saucepan job? Single pan. This is like, don't worry, just get cooking and don't worry about the cleanup.
Oh, it is. It's fantastic. So we've got our sticky honey, our vegetables in there. We've got it all, and it's just done it so easy. Meals in minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to look for my rice too.
Don't forget it's the CeraSure as well. So you've got the CeraSure coating, meaning this is a sort of surface, shall I say? Because this is like beauty is more than skin deep. This is a proper solid pan. So the whole thing is CeraSure. We're not talking coatings or thin layers here. The whole thing is that CeraSure ceramic non-stick. And you're getting your egg fried rice.
We certainly have. So we've got our chopped, wonderful, and our honey teriyaki there, and barbecue. We've got our wonderful egg fried rice that we're just going to do here now. Look at this, everyone. So
you just made your own takeaway.
Exactly, we really have.
Oh my goodness. So you're not limited with your type of hob, are you?
No, not at all, no. And you see how none of this is sticking whatsoever. It's incredible. It's going to make your washing up a breeze here every single time.
When you're talking electric hobs, induction, gas, no worries. Use these pans on anything. Take the handle off, stick the pan in the oven up to 260 degrees as well.
Nothing there sticking in the air fryer whatsoever. So we've got our wonderful stir-fry egg rice, which I'm just going to serve up here now.
Ooh, look at that egg fried rice.
Then I'm just going to grab the cloth and just show you how.
Obviously at home you give it a little wash.
Look at that, look. It just comes away in a matter of seconds.
Oh, nice.
And then look at that wonderful sticky pork. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some of the residue in there, like so. I'm going to have to fill a plate there because we've made so much. I'm going to let the really get sticky.
Okay.
I'm going to add some cheese to burn it on. I've got some milk to burn it on, just to show you the ultimate that you can put these through.
So you're going the most drastic demonstration here to show the non-stick of the CeraSure ceramic, and you are getting a 13 pan or piece pan set here from the amazing Tower name. It's working out as $653 a component. You're getting the saucepans, you're getting the saute dish, you're getting the wok, you're getting the two detachable handles, you're getting the silicone lids, as well as the actual saucepan and pan lids as well. And you're getting a full set for the kitchen here, and they are oven safe up to 260 degrees C in the oven. Stick them in the air fryer as well, and with those silicone covers you can maybe store for later or keep in the fridge or afterwards. Maybe if you've done a big cottage pie or a big lasagna and you've got any leftovers, maybe stick it in the fridge and put it in the oven again the next day, I guess. So it is $30.31 on 3 payments on your PayPal Pay in 3. That includes your delivery, and at $149.99 is your normal price, but it is an amazing saving of £65 off right now, making it $84.99, which is a phenomenal price. I mean, seriously, $84.99. Paul, we like to...
I've seen saucepans on their own for that price, and in a minute I will talk you through all the pans because they're just just incredible. Please never think of this as just the wok, because they're so multi-usage. Now, I'm just putting it through the worst that it can do. You know, you wouldn't normally do this at home. I'm cooking on induction, which is very hot and very quick to heat up. And, you know, look at this, look. It just comes away.
You can see the burnt bits.
Yeah, nothing sticks whatsoever. And this is exactly what you want from a wok, you know, and nothing is sticking there at all. So I am trying to put it through the worst paces that I can do, and it just comes away clean.
It will be the bottom
every single time. And don't forget, you have got this on the side too. So it really is so good for coming away every single time.
They are so versatile. And the fact, and Paul really tries to burn, it's like the pan actually repels the burnt food. It won't allow it to stick to it.
That's the power of the non-stick. Remember, 7 times stronger than regular non-stick is what you've got with the Freedom
So
pan.
great for your cooking, but great for your washing up as well. They wipe clean.
And 13 pieces for the price that we've got.
And they're not just saucepans and fry pans. This is your bakeware. These are your roasting dishes. You're going to do amazing cakes and bread in here. You're going to do your whole chicken on a Sunday with your roast potatoes and your roast veg, but then they're all going to stack into each other for storage.
Yeah, storage-wise, if you're limited on space, if you've got a caravan or a boat, they're going to be brilliant for that. Remember, the handles come off. The handles will go anywhere on the pan. You can even put 2 handles on one pan.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All your hob types, so gas, electric, ceramic, halogen. If you've got an induction hob, maybe an Arga or a Raven, they've got a solid base, but they're not over heavy. That's the other great thing about them.
And whatever you are cooking, they are just the right tool for every single job. And the fact you have got the saucepans and the fry pans, the wok and the saute pan, you've got the right pan to be a roasting dish for every situation, to be a bakeware dish for every situation. The saute pan, we bought a saute pan for $89.99. You will use that day after day after day. And whether you're doing a breakfast in there, whether you're doing a chilli in there, whether you're doing a curry in there, whether you're doing a stew in there, don't forget to register online, so you'll get a 10-year warranty on your handles, you'll get 5-year on your pans. You can see there from the hob to the oven to the table, they're a great serving dish. So only the one dish to actually wash up, and then to the fridge with the storage lids as well.
Got those silicone stretchy lids to store in, but this is what it's
Love it.
To storing your pans. Have you got a cupboard or a drawer at home with pans like they look on the left?
You open the door, they all fall out. You've got storage containers. Yeah, absolutely. But look how tidy they are. So if you've got a small kitchen, or do think as well, if you've got a caravan, a boat, you've got a flat and you've only got a tiny amount of area to store things in. But do remember, they go into the oven up to 230 degrees. Check your baskets through. Massively, massively busy. But please, I was popping off then. Please make sure you check our prices, because my goodness, we're market beating.
We certainly are at $84.99. What a brilliant price. The item number is 530956. Look at what you'll pay at Tower, $169.99. At Grattan, £189. At Hale Retail, just shy of £140. At Freeman's, £189. We've got the exact same set for $84.99.
That's incredible. Check your baskets through. STV, you're the first to see these tonight, and we're massively busy on them. We haven't got enough stock, I don't think, to survive the 3 hours. So please, please do check your baskets through. 530956 is your item number.
Don't forget, we've got the fantastic new Tower AquaVac, a hard floor cleaner, but it's so much more than just a cleaner.
This is going to be your best friend, because this is going to vacuum. It will vacuum dry if you want to, but use it all at once. It will vacuum, it will clean the floor, it will clean up spillages, it will dry the floor. So no longer do you need a separate vacuum and then a dustpan and a brush and then a mop. It does the lot.
This is doing it all at once. Fantastic technology that you've got here when it comes to the AquaVac Pro. It's a hard floor cleaner for tiles, for laminates, but it's picking up debris as well as cleaning, as well as polishing the floor as well. It's doing all those jobs at once. $179.99 is our reduced price. $62.31 on your first of 3 PayPal payments. 822901 is your item.
It's our brand new launch. It's the first time we've had it to air. Already busy with STV, and you will absolutely love it. And remember, it talks to you as well, so it tells you if the battery needs charging. It tells you to put it back in its parking station. It tells you if you need to put more water in it. The water, the dirty water and the clean water never ever mix, which is so clever. But it's got a self-cleaning function. It has so much for it. But again, stock-wise, check your baskets out while the stock is there.
And we've got loads of live demonstrations coming up in just a moment, so we'll be right back.
Deal of the week is going digital. Be the first to grab exclusive offers with free delivery. Just opt into our emails to get early access before it hits our socials. Oh, and since shipping is free, might as well fill up that basket. But hurry, it's only available for a limited time or while stocks last. Deal of the week with Shop on TV.
Hello to ITV1. I'm Hayley.
I'm Sean.
Together we're on Shop on TV. I've forgotten where we were then. I was so excited about what we've got coming up. I thought, hang on a minute, I haven't told you where we are. Then where are we? We are on Shop on TV. We're already with STV. It's really great to have your company this morning. We have got an amazing show and we're busy already because we have got a brand new product from Tower which is going to make cleaning all your hard floors so easy.
It's a hard floor cleaner, but it does so many jobs at once. It's going to light vacuum for you. It's going to clean the floor. It's going to pick up things like hair that you can see there, but it's polishing and cleaning the floor at the same time. Spillages, it's brilliant for. It's got a clean water tank and a dirty water tank that never mix together.
Look at that.
Isn't that great?
It's edge to edge as well. It's very cleverly designed. So it is tri-edge, the sides and the front. So it's vacuuming, it's scrubbing, it's washing, it's drying all at the same time. It's completely cordless, no tripping over wires. You will grab this as and when the job needs doing. It comes with a 3-year warranty, just register it online. But you are cleaning, washing, drying, no vacuum, no brush and broom, no mop and bucket. It's all doing it at the same time. And it's doing it so well.
It's brilliant, isn't it? A brilliant finish, whether it's tiles, laminates, hard floor, wooden sealed floors, because it doesn't flood the floor. Now, if you want to go for this, 822901 is the item number. We've got the price down to £179.99. And with PayPal Pay in 3, it's just £62.31 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Shopontv.co.uk is the easiest way to shop. It's feature-packed, using it all around the home. So if you've got lots of different types of hard floors in your home,
be tiles, it could be sealed wooden floors, it could be laminate. It's going to work just beautifully on absolutely everything. There's your features. When you run through those features, you know you really have got an all-in-one machine.
Yeah, the dual water tanks I was talking about, the smart mode means it has an auto dust detection.
That's so clever.
It kicks in more power.
You hear it, don't you? It sees there's more dust, so it puts more power in. You can use the high power if you like, but then that's going to save your battery. You'll only use the power as and when it needs it.
So 822901 is your item number. It's brand new with us here today at Shop on TV. If you want to get it in your basket. We've got loads of live demonstrations.
We have. Mark's with us, so wait till you see it in full action, but grab it while the stock is there. We didn't get as much stock as we would like for a launch show, especially when we're on for, well, we started at midnight with the STV, so 3 hours. Grab the stock whilst it's there. Talking about stock, have a look at our Tower pans. They're always a favourite when we have them available. You've got an amazing price on these. 10% of the stock has gone whilst we've been on air with STV, and you are going to love these because this isn't just a 13-piece pan set, frying pan set. This is your roasting dishes, your bakeware, your storage containers.
You've got everything you need in the kitchen, haven't you? You've got an amazing non-stick on the inside and the outside. You've got interchangeable lids that go from one pan to another. So in theory, you've got lids for everything. You can also store in here. The non-stick is spectacular. So good is the non-stick that you don't have to use any oil or fat in there. So 530956 gets you all 13 pieces. But this is what's great about them. They're stackable, so they stock into each other.
So if you've got a really messy cupboards with saucepans, frying pans, bakeware, roasting dishes, storage containers, that is everything you need just in that one place. They stack into each other, so they'll go into a drawer, they'll go into a small kitchen. They don't need loads of space. Caravan, a boat. But remember that non-stick, 7 times stronger than your regular non-stick. That's the Black Diamond, and you're going to absolutely love that. That non-stick virtually wipes clean. You'll find you don't need to use a lot of oil or any oil at times.
Yeah, and when it comes to cleaning, they wipe clean. They are dishwasher safe if you want to put them in the dishwasher, but I found that you don't need to.
Oh, they're better just to do in the washing up bowl.
All your different hob types: gas, electric, ceramic, halogen, induction. If you've got an induction hob, an Arga or a Rayburn, that's the set that you've got there. 13 pieces in total in your pan set, and at just £84.99.
I know.
brilliant price.
Market-beating price. If you shop elsewhere, you will find our deal is absolutely phenomenal. That's your non-stick. Price-wise, please do check your baskets out while the stock is there. 10%, as we say, the stock has already sold out and gone, but we sell out of this time and time and time again. And sadly, we don't get it back as often as we'd like and as much stock as we would like. And for all of us, it is our #1 pan set, but it's not just your pans.
Well, look at the price that you're paying with us and look at the price you pay elsewhere for the exact same set. At Tower, £169.99. At Grattan, £189. At Hale Retail, £140, just shy of 5 pence. And at Freeman's, more than £100 than our price. £84.99 is all you've got to pay, and you've got PayPal Pay in 3. So if you want to spread the cost interest-free, you can do that with PayPal. 530956 is your item number. £84.99.
£84.99, 10-year warranty on the handles, just register it online. 5-year warranty on the saucepans, frying pans, bakeware dishes, the wok, the storage containers, whatever you want to call them, they are everything you need for your kitchen. Going to move away from those for the moment, but please do check your baskets through. We're going to get back to our brand new product. It's our launch here with Shop on TV. When you see this in action and when you think about the brand that it comes from, 100 years of experience, Tower know what we need in our home.
They certainly do. This is wet and dry for all your hard floor surfaces, tiles, laminates. You can use it on sealed wooden floor, maybe marble and granite. And this is why, if you've got hard floors in your home, this is going to be invaluable. Completely cordless as well.
And what you'd normally do, if you were going to mop your floor, if you were going to clean your floor, you'd sweep the floor up first, or you'd vacuum it up first. But you don't need to. You can actually vacuum and clean and wash and dry. It's got a self-cleaning function, so it'll clean the head as well when you put it back into its little home. It'll tell you to pop it back onto its little little house as well. It's got edge-to-edge cleaning, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, that senses the dirt as well with that smart mode that's on there. And that means when there's heavier debris, it kicks in more power for you. So you're not wasting battery power.
And you can use it as a dry vacuum. It's so versatile, honestly, absolutely fantastic. And Mark's got loads of demonstrations.
Hey,
we are so thrilled with this.
Do you know what? This is brilliant. Forget your dustpan and brush. Forget your broom. Forget your vacuum cleaner.
It's all here.
This is all in one. And I'm just going to... It's also got smart mode to be able to talk to you. So it tells you what you're doing. Powering on, it says. And just have a look. So now, into smart mode, look, the puppy has just been in. And look at this. You can see that the muddy paw print. Oh, look, he's had a bit of a wiggle there.
You'd have thought he's been outside getting dirty feet. He could have weed outside.
He could have weed outside.
Well, he waited till he came in.
It began to rain.
Sensible dog.
That was the problem. You can see. So it's scrubbing your floor at the same time. And look, edge-to-edge cleaning. And look, you've got just a beautiful way. So it doesn't matter whether you've got tiles, Hayley, or whether you've got hard floor or parquet flooring, or whether you've got really expensive LVT, it might be concrete or lino. Look at this, you've got all of that. Now, I let these dog prints dry. Now, normally, of course, you'd chase after the dog. You'd clean up straight away, wouldn't you? But look at that.
They've still done the job beautifully.
That is stunning,
and it's drying in front of our eyes.
It
so
really
you've cleaned up, you've picked up the spillage.
Absolutely.
It's drying all with the one machine. Had there been any debris there, it would have picked up the debris as well. It's so versatile, isn't it?
Let's talk debris, shall we? Because, look, on this next tile, we have got all of the types of dirt. We've got bits of dirt and dust. There's a bit of hair in there as well.
Hang on just a sec.
Got here. Just hold it just
so,
for a second.
So this could be a situation at home. We've got dry dirt, we've got spillages, we've got wet and dry bits and pieces. That is, look at that. Look at that edge to edge.
Can you see how beautiful
and how clean that floor. It's like it polishes the floor to a degree as well.
The thing is, it is buffing. It's a beautiful microfiber roller.
That's why it's leaving that sort of
a
shine,
wonderful finish. But look, I've not come across a machine.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yes, it's gone into smart, strong mode.
So it knows
Because
there's
it
more
knows
dirt.
There's more dirt there, and now
I love
it
that.
goes in between the two, so it's really easy to do. But you can see it's not leaving the floor terribly wet. So if you've got really expensive wooden flooring, it's not soaking the floor down. So it is able to actually polish your floor. It doesn't polish, as in it doesn't wax
but
it.
but it's buffing.
Exactly.
It's a bit
buffs
like the
it.
big industrial machines that you have in I like the Ideal Home exhibition and things.
Absolutely,
they come down
very much.
and they pick up the debris, they clean the floor, they buff the floor, they dry the floor
Absolutely.
in an instant.
Now the thing is, that will be dry in a matter of minutes.
We're watching
so
that
it's like
dry,
you
aren't
can
we?
almost see it. Absolutely, the condensation coming off there. Now the nice thing is, every time you switch it off, it says, "Put me back in my charging station," because it knows you just want to keep charging. So I'll show you what you do.
Okay.
It's just back here. The charging station is just back here, and literally, it pops in.
I'm charging.
Now it says, please press the self-cleaning button. You don't have to self-clean every time. That's not what you have to do. But you can if you want to. But we've got a lovely bit of video of it in the self-cleaning function. So you put it in here.
Right.
And the great thing is it's one button. So you push one button on the self-cleaning and it goes for it. It washes and it sterilizes for 3 minutes.
Brilliant.
And then it goes into its drying mode. Now, it dries with warm air. So it completely dries the roller as well, which is really clever as well. And so you can see it round and round. So it pushes the clean water in, so it's sterilizing, it's cleaning that brush every time, and then it dries it.
Absolutely phenomenal. Hugely busy on this. Remember, it's brand new. It's our brand new launch. Regular price should be £400, £179.99. And, of course, you've got PayPal Pay in 3. Busy on the phones and busy on the website. Oh, we've got a bit of a mess here.
I've been told off. I've been told this one has to stay here for now, and I'll use this one back here.
Oh, because it looks nice.
Because it looks nice, yes. They went, oh, hang on a minute, you've ruined my display. All right, then, I'll use this one. But look at this. So we have got all disgusting stuff on the floor. You can see that at the front, you've got a dirty water tank, and at the back, you have a clean water tank.
Now, speaking of that dirty water tank, it's really simple when you want to clean and empty the machine.
So they never mix together.
No,
so you empty out the dirty.
Look at this. So you just pour it down the toilet like that. Because there's bits in it, I would pour it down the toilet rather than the sink.
Right.
So your bits don't go down the sink. It seems a really sensible way of doing that. And then just rinse it out, pop it back on, and you're absolutely fine. It's very easy. There's also a little sponge filter at the top as well, so that stops any other bits going into the actual kind of workings of the machine. It's
now,
very clever.
This situation, have a little look at the mess. Now, because what would you do? Because I would go and get a dustpan and brush, because I wouldn't tackle that with a mop and a bucket.
Even though it's kind of wet still.
Yeah, you'd have to. You've got to get that dry stuff up, wouldn't you?
Well, that's
so
true.
you'd be trying to broom that dry stuff up, but then you'd be getting all that wet in the actual dustpan and brush. The brush would be ruined, the dustpan would be messy. Then you've still got to, after you've managed to sort of clean that up a bit, then you've got to get the mop and bucket out.
Absolutely.
And try and clean
Forget
it. So
all of that, Hayley.
You're going to do it all with the one machine.
You don't need any of that. Don't worry.
Brilliant.
It's like, I've taken the work
But you
away.
would, wouldn't you?
Tower
Like,
has taken the work away from you. Can I just reassure you, this is red wine and not blood.
I can smell it's your red wine. You've got a quality red wine.
It's the end of the Cabernet Sauvignon, absolutely. It's one of those. It's one of those. But look how brilliant it tackles both wet
wow, you can see it
and
sucking
dry. Look at that. You can see it actually going in through the roller, and look at that.
And look at the edge to edge. It's got sort of dry.
No, it looks
edge
at the dry as well.
And at the sides as well.
And I can see it sucking it in from the side, so
now,
it's completely edge to edge. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Look at that. It's even got the hair up as well. Now
that
really
is
busy.
brilliant.
I have to say,
it's a brand new machine, remember?
I did quite a lot of testing over the last 2 weeks of this machine, and I went to my friend Lisa's house, and I went to my friends Sam and Ian. Sam and Ian have got a 5-bedroom house, very nice house, but it is tile and wooden floor all the way through the base, all the way through the downstairs. So I did the whole of their downstairs in 22 minutes.
Brilliant.
And I wasn't going much faster than
And
this,
it's completely cordless. We forget this, don't we? Completely cordless, not tripping over wires. So you picked up any debris, any spillages.
I've been polishing as I've been going, absolutely.
And you've buffed the floor all at the same time.
Absolutely, very much so. And that's the thing. And the joyous thing is, look, that floor is nearly dry. Straight. If,
Please place
If I put a paper towel on there, you would see that that is nearly dry.
Yeah.
At the moment. By the way, if the voice annoys you, you can turn it right down as well. I've kept it loud so that you can hear it at home.
It doesn't mean our voice.
You can't turn these two
The machine will talk to you. It'll tell it to put it back in its parking station. It'll tell you if the water's empty. It'll tell you if the battery needs recharging. Now, we've got virtually 10%, and we did have a decent amount of stock of this, but 10% of that stock is virtually in baskets. You need to check those baskets through. It is a launch special show, and whenever we have a launch special, what normally happens?
Oh, it flies out the door and sells out.
We've had a few of those, actually.
Yeah,
haven't we?
and Tower, such a brand.
Do you know what? Since 1912, so they've been around well over 100 years, and they're a trusted British brand. Began in Wolverhampton, and do you know what? Everything they do is about making life a little bit easier.
And that's
what's
what we
brilliant
want
about
in
it.
life,
Now,
isn't it?
Mark's put this machine to the test. Like he said, he's been taking it here, there, and everywhere. Should we have a little look?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think
this
this is my friend Lisa's house.
Yes. Thank you, Lisa.
Well done, Lisa.
This is the Tower AquaVac Wet and Dry Vacuum. Have a look at this. It will take dirt and spillages off your floor. In effect, what you're doing is you're mopping your floor and you're vacuuming your floor at the same time. So no more getting a broom out before you actually mop the floor. No more vacuuming before you mop the floor. This machine does it all in one go. It's also strong enough to be able to detect when there's dirt. So in smart mode, it goes from eco to strong in a really easy move, or you can make it go strong if you can see that you've got a stain or you've got a particularly stubborn bit of dirt. It's really clever, and it also has a self-cleaning function as well. Switch it off, pop it up, and it stands by itself as well. And it will also talk to you, telling you to put it back in its charging station.
How great is that? And
Tells
so
you
many,
everything.
yeah,
Well,
and so many people have so many different hard floor surfaces in their homes.
Let me tell you about Lisa's house, because she's got concrete at one end,
Right.
the kitchen, and that wooden flooring at the other end. Now, she's actually got a very big brand hard floor cleaner.
Right.
And I won't name which one, but she spent well over £300 on it. And it sits in the corner unused because it's difficult to use. And she had to go with this, and Lisa said, who do I write to for a review? I'm absolutely impressed with this.
That's great.
She didn't want me to take it away, and I had to take it away. But she liked the fact that I cleaned her floors for her.
Yeah, that was good.
Well, it is so simple. It's pick up and go. It's like you're using a vacuum cleaning, but you're vacuum cleaning, you're actually washing and you're drying, you're scrubbing,
buffing.
you're buffing.
Well, let's talk
all
about
in
vacuum
one go.
cleaning, because if you just want to get up dry stuff, you can.
Great.
When you switch it on, it automatically goes into smart mode, so it is in the wet mode. Then you can go to strong mode, but if you push the button twice more, it will give you dry mode
We're
only.
seeing that now. So
there.
first of all,
so
smart.
the first is smart, and it will detect how much dirt there is on the floor and go into strong if it needs to. So it's never wasting the
Right,
battery.
or you can put it into strong.
Or you can choose strong, or this is the dry
Brilliant.
suction.
So now
that's
we
really
can
good.
just vacuum up.
Absolutely, and I can show
clear,
you.
that, isn't
it?
Isn't it just? And so with the voice prompts and the clear LED screen, you've got a really clever way of always knowing what goes on, and that's quite nice. And by the way, if you don't want to put it on its charging station to charge, it's really easy. You just push the two little buttons on the side.
Oh, and the battery
this
comes
unit
off.
comes out, and that pops out just like that, and then pops in. There you go.
So you can charge
Easy.
it on the counter.
Charge it in the kitchen, wherever you want to. So really, really simple. So let's go into drying mode and just show you in dry mode. There we go. Dry mode. So I'm just in dry. So it's not going to put any water out for me. It is just going to suck up the spillage here, like so, which saves me getting my big vacuum cleaner out. Because normally, remember, on a hard floor surface, some vacuum cleaners not so good. But with this roller, it gets all of the bits.
Well, again, it's sort of buffing at the
very
same
easy.
time
Yes,
as well,
exactly
isn't
right.
it? Yeah,
Still
whilst you're
refreshing,
vacuuming.
refreshing your hard
I'm
floors.
just hearing there's 4 times as many people ordering as already been sold. We are massively, massively busy. I love the fact it talks to you as well.
Now, should we listen to it one time?
Well, the interesting thing about this is I'm a bit sad because I didn't get this voiceover job. You know, that's the other thing I do. So yeah, it's like it's not my voice on this. But the nice thing is, let's just spiral. Actually, tell you what, let's go to the middle one because.
Go to the posh one.
Part of the reason,
Clean
just to let you into the secret here, part of the reason we've put it up here is because my microphone's here and the speaker is about halfway up about
see. We
here.
knew there was a
so
reason.
we'll hear it more clearly. So at the front, let's just do this. So, am I pushing the right button? There we go, at the front. There we go.
Now you need to check those baskets through again, hearing how busy we are. You need to check. Oh, charging.
Press the self-cleaning button.
Okay, so it will tell you about the self-cleaning button. But
Okay.
look, here, we popped it on its stand. So look, for self-cleaning,
Oh, it's the button at the back.
all you do,
The roller brush.
so it will go into its self-cleaning mode when you do that, and really easily, it then puts the water through and it dries as well, which is really clever as well. So very simple. You can stop it as well if you want to.
Pipeline.
It also cleans the pipelines really simply. And there, if you want to stop it, you can just pull it up and do that.
Please press the self-cleaning button.
Again, you don't have to self-clean each time if you don't want to. You can go through all of the different points, but it's clever because it gives you when the clean water tank is empty.
Great.
When the dirty water tank is full, it tells you, so
Great.
you know when to change it. It will tell you if you've got a blockage. So if you've got a particularly hairy dog, for instance, it might be that you've gone across. When I did my friend Sam and Ian's house, they've got a black Labrador. There is a lot of hair that you don't just see, and occasionally it will say to you, "I've got a blockage in my line." So you just take the front off like this.
Oh,
There,
that's
like
so.
so.
Tower just make things so well.
And then you
don't
can
they?
take the brush out, and so if you have got a blockage, you've got no worries. It's really easy to actually get rid of that
And you
as
can
well.
see that in action here.
Oh, look at this.
Hugely
Yep,
busy.
there.
Great to have your company. So you can see how we're taking it apart. So
Yeah,
if
we
you
filmed this in the
need to get
kitchen
any
yesterday, yeah.
sort of hair or bits and pieces out, you can.
Indeed, absolutely. And look, it comes with a little brush as
Oh,
well.
great.
So you can brush any bits out as well. So really, really simple to be able to do that. By the way, the section that I took off, only wipe that, don't run it under a tap, because that's got the LED lights in it. So,
Okay,
so don't
top
run that under a
tip.
tap, just wipe that as well. The unit that it stands in is really clever as well, because you can actually just wipe that down too, so that's really simple. But every time you put it on,
Charging.
Brilliant.
it charges.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
So that is sensible. Remember, you don't have to press the self-cleaning button if it's already
It can
clean.
just sit in
just
there and
charges,
charge
yeah?
because
You've
it's
got no
plugged in
problem. Exactly
at the
right.
back here.
Exactly.
Or you
exactly.
can actually just charge the battery, take the battery out, which is
Indeed.
fantastic. Really so clever. So which is this? Is this our dirty,
Dirty
or
water
clean?
at the front
Okay.
and clean water. So all you do is you click it into
They
position.
never mix.
No.
And clean water at the back. So you've got 650 millilitres of clean water that goes in at the back.
Great.
And it will take up to 550 millilitres at the front of dirty water. The brilliant thing about it is as well, with the dirty water tank, because we haven't used this for dirt yet, so it's not going to be grubby, have a look at the front here, because you've got a sponge filter in there as well. So you've got an extra filter for that.
Right.
Now, you don't have to worry about filtration here because, you know, normally when we sell vacuum cleaners, we talk all about filters and filtration. But the brilliant thing about this is all of the dust and the dirt and the particles get trapped in the water.
Yeah.
So it's not coming back out into the air anyway. It gets trapped in the water. So it's a really clever, it's actually quite a healthy way of being able to trap all of that dust
So
in there.
clever.
Because it's using the filtration of the water system. So it's clever. And every time you put it back on its base, it's cleaning that roller every single time. And that's what I like about it, because you never want to put away a dirty mop or a dirty
No.
mop head because
No, 'cause
it will smell.
Yeah.
This cleans it every time. It's really clever. It's not that heavy either. It's just over 2 kilos.
Cleaning,
it's
charging.
cordless as
And
well.
it's everything. It is your dustpan and brush, it is your broom, it is your vacuum. So it's going to vacuum all the debris up. At the same time, though, it will clean the floor. If there's footprints on there, if there's a spillage on there, you've dropped a drink down, it'll pick that up all at the same time.
Well,
I
let
don't
me
fancy
show
this
you,
spillage.
Sharon.
I'm glad it cleans itself after
well,
going round that
Little
toilet.
accident there.
Do you know what? If you've got an 8-year-old in the house and they haven't learned how to aim yet, it's particularly good. Milk, it's absolutely superb.
So we're
Look
picking
at
that
this.
up, but
Yep.
we're also cleaning the floor as well.
You are. So there's no smell left on the floor,
Brilliant.
and that's really important, of course. So whether it's a spillage or whether it's just general cleaning and getting your floor much cleaner.
Now, we've got about 5 times as many people ordering now as stock we've already sold. You desperately need to check these baskets out. Absolutely loving this. Is this that disgusting red wine?
It is.
I can smell it already.
I mean, I know you don't want to drink it, guys. I'm not making you drink it. I'm just using it on the floor there.
It's only worthy of the floor.
It's wet, it's dry spillages.
Exactly.
You can pick up both together, like you were just
Exactly.
saying. You don't need to vacuum, you don't need to brush up beforehand. But if you've got a liquid spillage, even what if it was something
Look at that.
like a food spillage as well?
Yes, you can with eggs or something like if you drop your can of spaghetti
Yeah,
or something. Yeah,
with-
all of that
yeah.
kind of
The baby's
Exactly.
Baby food, yes,
Absolutely.
spaghetti
Baby food, all of
everywhere.
that. Yeah, it might be a bit gunky on your roller, but put it back into your clean, into your self.
Nothing's going to be worse than that red wine, to tell you the truth. So I think we're testing it to its full. So it's going to clean when you put it back on its parking station. It will actually clean that head as well. It will dry that head. We just picked up a wet spillage. We've done footprints as well. So
Absolutely.
but then you've done everything at once. So you've done the debris, and you've done the footprints, and you've done the wet debris, and you've done the spillages. It does it all at once. Just hearing stock-wise, 20% now that stock already sold out and gone. You need to check your baskets through. Phenomenal. Take a little look at this, because this will give you an idea. When we talk about the fact it's a dry vacuum and it's a wet vacuum and it does it all at once.
Yeah.
It's doing it all at once.
Well, the wet and the dry all at once, whether it's tiles, whether it's laminate floors, any of your hard floor surfaces. So if you've got lots of different types of hard floors at
which
home,
so many people
it's
have.
Be brilliant for you, isn't it? And it's cordless cleaning.
Yeah, and it's a brushless motor, so you know that it's going to be efficient. You know it's going to give a really quality performance, and that's what you're seeing. And it's more than edge to edge. It's sort of tri-edge cleaning because it's cleaning, and you can virtually see the line of clean. It's absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant across all those different
And it
floor
buffers.
surfaces.
It's like it polishes the floor at the same time. It's a bit
so
like
much at once,
the big
isn't it?
industrial machines.
Well, you know the machines that are in the airports and the shopping centres that go around buffing the floors? They're doing all those jobs at once, aren't they? They're picking up the debris.
This is yours in your home.
And it's buffing the
Stands
floor
by itself. It stands on its parking station. You can charge it on the parking station. You can take the battery out and charge it. It talks to you, tells you that, put me back on the charging station. It tells me, I've got no water. You need to put some water in. My dirty water's full. My battery needs charging. It's absolutely brilliant. And it's Tower. You know it's going to be quality. A 3-year warranty. You just need to register that online.
And you'll see it in all our demonstrations live in the show.
Oh, that's
We've got
good.
Some clips of it from
so
previous
dirty
shows.
footprints. So the kids have run in the house. So again, you don't need to get the mop and bucket out. This is going to be your mop and bucket. But then there might be a bit of dirt down there. So normally you'd have to sweep up first. You don't. It will pick the dirt up as well.
Hugely busy on this. 822-901. Just $62.31 on your first of 3 interest-free PayPal payments. That's if you are paying online. Really busy on the phones already, but you can go to the phones if you so wish. 03333 241 241. If you've any questions, studio at shopontv.co.uk.
Morning to Carol.
Oh,
and
hi,
Carol's joined us this
Yeah.
morning. And please make sure you check your baskets through. On the website is the best place. Remember, it's going to leave your floors pristine, and it is picking up the spillages. It's vacuuming at the same time. So you don't need the vacuum, you don't need the mop and bucket, you don't need the broom and the dustpan and brush. It does it all on its own. But please do check your baskets through. Like I say, check it out on the website, shopontv.co.uk. The website's right there, and you can then, of course, check everything out. You can have a little look at our spring deals that are available as well, but go to our live hour, and please, whilst we have the stock, go for our AquaVac Pro Wet and Dry. 20% of that stock already sold out and gone. It's our launch special show. But next to that, we've got some amazing pans.
Now, we mentioned these at the top of the show. These are back in stock. Whenever we have these in stock, they absolutely fly. The reason being, you get 13 pieces of a pan collection from Tower.
But they're not just pans.
And the price.
Yeah. Not just pans, they're saucepans, frying pans, roasting dishes, bakeware, storage containers if you wish. Your price is phenomenal, but check out how they actually stack into each other. So for storage, they're phenomenal. So already we're ticking so many boxes. And if you're thinking, OK, yeah, like the sound of these, they go on any hob. I can use them as roasting dishes. I can use them as bakeware. The non-stick is phenomenal. Let me see if the price is good.
Yeah, the price is spectacular. You can see at Tower should be they are £169.99 at Grattan, £189 at Hale Retail, just shy of 140, and at Freeman's £189. We have got a price that's £100 plus better than the price at Freeman's. It's down to £84.99 for
That's amazing.
pieces. Don't have to pay that today with PayPal paying 3, just £30.31.
That's £100 more affordable than 2 of the places there. That is phenomenal value for money. Great gift idea. Don't need to know what hob anybody's got if you've got a wedding gift to buy. They look fantastic. They're great as storage containers, but they're great to serve to the table. They're great to go in the oven up to 230 degrees because the handle handles come off, so they're so versatile.
Yeah, the handles are interchangeable, the lids are interchangeable. Remember, those handles have a 10-year warranty when you register them with Tower, and you can place the handle anywhere on the pan. For storage, the great thing about these is they all stack into the biggest size of pan. Every pan stacks inside
It's
there.
heaven in your drawer. If you put these into a drawer, into a cupboard, rather than loads of pots and pans and frying dishes and your roasting dishes and your bakeware and your storage containers, big mess in one cupboard. Our cupboard, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it just makes everything so much easier cooking-wise, but also storage-wise as well. When it does come to cooking, any hob, gas, electric, ceramic, halogen, induction hob, Argo, Rayburn, they have the most fabulous base on these pans. The base itself,
oh, it's stunning.
has a magnet in there, so it means you can use them on induction, but look how stylish
And what you'll get as well is even heat distribution.
Yeah.
So you've got the right tool for every single job, whether you're using that as a frying pan or whether you're going to use that to do a stew in, whether you're going to do a curry in there, it's going to cook it all just beautifully. Whether you start off just doing a few bits of onions and some mushrooms and then add to it and then put it into the oven, that will go into 230 degrees in your oven. And then serve it to the table because it looks fabulous as well. But the quality, that's what Tower is all about.
530956 is your item number. You've got to be quick for that. 84.99.
Got to be quick. Got to be quick for everything, actually. You do need to check your baskets out. But can we just mention very, very quickly our wet and dry vac that we've launched this morning. Stock-wise,
quarter of the stock, the launch stock, is already in baskets.
Brilliant.
Remember, it's not yours until you confirm your order and you check out. 822901 is your item number. 179.99 is the massively reduced price from Tower. It's the first time we've had it live. Remember, all your hard floor surfaces you can use it on. It's wet and it's dry, so it replaces so many things.
so it's vacuuming up, so you don't need your vacuum, your brush and your broom, you don't need your dustpan and brush. It's going to do the vacuuming up, but at the same time it will pick up spillages, it'll clean up the dirty footprints from the dog or the cat. It'll do all those jobs all at once. So it's cleaning, it's washing, it's drying, it's buffing the floor as well. And remember, all those hard floors. So Lee actually emailed in about vinyl. Yes, it will be fine for vinyl. It leaves your hard floors just pristine, and it's completely cordless.
Yeah, up to 30 minutes of runtime. That's a vinyl floor we're cleaning on just there, as Hayley said. Vinyl, that Lee's actually messaged in and asked about that, as you said, Hayley. 822901 is the item number. If you want to get this, you've got to be quick.
It is absolutely amazing, isn't it? Do check your baskets through. It's only going to be as long as stocks last. Tower have been going over 100 years, and what they provide is absolute quality. So we're talking about two products from Tower. Our launch special product is flying, but so is, well, when I say they're a saucepan set, they're pan set, then they're not. They're a frying pan set, they're roasting dishes, they're bakeware, they're storage containers, everything that you need. These are so beautifully made, aren't they?
And you'll use them on all your different hob types, but like Hayley said, they'll also go in the oven. They'll be all your ovenware, your bakeware.
And then they stack into each other for storage. Brilliant. They come with a 10-year warranty on the handles. The handles come off, so you can put them in the oven up to 230 degrees. And they will wipe clean, because the non-stick is incredible. 7 times stronger than your regular non-stick. I think we should perhaps see this in action. Market-beating price, by the way. Absolutely incredible.
£84.99. Elsewhere we've found it all over £100, most close to 140 or
£100 more in most places, actually. Yes. Look at those deals.
Our price £84.99, 530956, and you've got PayPal Pay in 3. If you want to spread the cost interest-free with PayPal payments, you split that cost across 3 payments when you are paying online. Get shopping while we get cooking in the kitchen.
Imagine you want to take something out of the oven. Have you ever taken a wet cloth before and tried to take a pan out of the oven?
Yeah, well, my oven glove gets damp, and I think, no, yeah, you have to be so careful.
Look at this. Now, again, I just want to show you something which we don't often mention. if you do suffer from stiff joints, anything like that, I promise you, this is worth its weight in gold. If you've got a loved one they've ever burnt their arms and you come out, so use 2 handles.
Oh, yeah.
And look, how much easier is that? You know, you're halving the weight.
Yeah.
You know, it can be very difficult, very heavy, but you're halving the weight, so it is so good. Click, click, done. And don't you just love this oven too?
Yeah, this air fryer, by the way, it is on the show as well, so you can see your details for it. We had to do a double, I know this is going to sound very overly dramatic, but we literally had to do a double take at the price actually on it, because we were shocked to see that such a great piece of kit is available to you today, and you can get it right now for £119.99. Knowing what quality Tower brand stands for, and knowing what a huge and amazing 14.5 litre air fryer would normally cost, knowing that you can get it today for £119.99. You got a big window to see inside, so you can see what's cooking. You've got your drip tray. It's £41.55 or £65 rather today on your first of 3 payments on PayPal. That includes your delivery, and you can order it on the phone 03333 241 241 780018. That air fryer is doing us proud. Paul, you've obviously been using your pans with it, haven't you? You've been taking the pans out, adding ingredients, putting them back in. So a great companion. Still sticking with the Tower brand name, but now looking at the Freedom pans. These are compatible, these handles compatible. Not only have they got a guarantee, they've got a 10-year guarantee on the handles and a 5-year guarantee extended on the pans, but the handles are compatible across the Freedom range. So if you've got anything else Freedom, your handles are going to fit. So Paul, you're really mixing it up here,
we certainly are, yeah. We're doing our wonderful cheesy scrambled egg now. That'd be really lovely. I've got our meatballs with our veggies that we're going to do in a minute, just to show the versatility. Then I could add my pasta to that if I had my oven with me, and then I could put some cheese on top, pop the whole thing in the oven. Now here, I will use the big pan in a minute, but I'll show you the cover as well. But I just want to show you our wonderful, imagine cheese sticking. You know how cheese sticks on the edge of a lasagna pan?
Yeah.
Well,
bakes
look,
itself on, and good luck getting it off.
Can you see? It's just coming away. Perfect scrambled egg.
But you're not using loads of oil or butter either, are you?
No, not at all.
The ingredients
it's just absolutely fantastic. Amazing results every single time. I can't believe how many pieces you're getting for the money.
Oh yeah,
here. And look.
Yeah, 13 pieces in total across the whole range that you're getting. You're getting the 2 different size saucepans, you're getting the sauté dish, the wok. It's all going on with the 2 handles as well for you.
It is, it really is. Just wash my cloth here, because then I will show you how easy that scrambled egg comes out every single time. Look at this, look.
See, scrambled egg would normally be a nightmare getting stuck.
Oh yeah, totally. And don't forget, we are doing this on induction as well. So look at that. Let's just go there.
Look at that peeling away. Look, it's looking really good. So it's literally peeling away from the side of the saucepan. Peeling away off it, and that'd be a thin piece that would normally stick itself to it. And we're just giving a quick wipe to our saucepans in the studio today to keep the demonstrations going.
Exactly, yeah. Now what I want to do now is show you the big pan.
Oh, this sauté dish?
No,
yeah?
no, the big,
the big one.
Big saucepan.
Okay, this one.
Yeah.
By the way, induction, magnetic.
Yeah,
so you can see that.
So this is again. Really nice strong weight. Can you pass me the saucepan too, the big saucepan?
I can indeed.
Again,
I'll take the lid off, but you've got your 2 silicone
Get your lids.
lids.
It's not a drum, it's a lid, which is great for storing in the oven too. So again, you can feel the quality, the weight. You've got the Cerashore non-stick, and then you've got that wonderful friction bonded base at the bottom, which means that it's suitable for induction as well.
Okay.
So they really are win-win-win.
And we were talking before the show. We both you said it feels good in the hand.
Yeah,
that
it
phrase,
really
you said
does.
it feels good in the hand. And they've got a good weight to them in terms of being reassuringly weighty, but they're not heavy.
Yeah.
I struggle to describe, but it feels good in the hand. Like it feels sturdy and substantial, but not heavy. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Now I'm going to get our pan nice and hot. We're going to do some steak in a minute, but in the meantime I'm just going to throw in some sauce into our meatballs here.
Right.
And so you can see it really is meals in minutes, isn't it, you know, which I love. Easy clean up, and then wonderful. We could be putting cheese on top of that, throwing it in the oven.
So there's no sacrificing. You're not thinking, you know, oh gosh, I'm not going to cook that because it's a bit unhealthy because it's got a load of oil in it. You know, you haven't seen us here with butter and oil going in because the Cerashore non-stick is giving us that reassurance. We don't need that lubrication from the oil. So we're not throwing in loads of sunflower oil, etc. And the other thing is, we're not being hard on ourselves thinking, oh, we better not cook that because it's going to be a nightmare to clean. Because the clean-up and the washing up, well, it's non-existent almost.
No, it really is. Now, you're ready for this sizzle. Look at that, look. That wonderful sizzle. If you notice, I didn't put any oil in there whatsoever. So I will just literally let that sizzle down and turn it over in a second.
That is looking good. How do we like our steak? What's the best way of doing a steak?
Well, I think with ribeyes, medium. I think.
Yeah.
Because it lets the fat.
Medium.
But lets the fat melt a little bit.
Medium towards well done for me, which is really bad, isn't it? Is that criminal?
Well, look, whatever you like. My gran didn't like to see blood, bless her.
Yeah, I mean, because I was watching Emily in Paris and she ordered her steak well done, and then the chef said, "No, I'm not doing that." Oh,
they don't even give you burgers.
And she said, "Well, hang on, I'm the customer," and he was like, "No, just try it." And then she was like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing." So yeah.
Right. So I just want to show you the oven a second.
One day.
So again, if you are suffering from stiff joints, anything like that, you don't have to just use one handle. You can use two. You have security.
Yeah, even if you don't.
You can pop that down there. Yeah. That is in the entire chicken. And can you see, that's in the smaller of the two frying pans. Again, just pop them open like so. Close that up. And what I'm going to do now is turn over our
on the show as well, that air fryer. You can buy it now if you want. It's a really good version. Details are on the screen on the side. You can see just underneath the main details there. It comes with a rotisserie if you're using that. We're obviously using one of our pans instead, but also it's got the drip tray function. It's got all these different cooking settings, and it is from the amazing Tower brand as well as the pans. Oh, Paul, you know how to treat us. You really do. Yeah, if you weren't hungry before, you are now, right?
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, look at that. Perfection. And that was with no oil whatsoever. Can you imagine doing that at home in your pan without any oil? You have all the amazing caramelization there. Look, already, I've just turned that one over. You can see how, and look, that quick seal, that sizzle. And look, the pan is clean as a whistle. Look at that.
There's no spots and sparkling of oil or fat in there beyond what was in the steak itself.
And can I just say, that caramelisation on that steak, that is flavour, that is taste, that's yum. And that's what you're getting here every single time. Now that's rare, I would say, at the moment. And you just cook it a bit longer, but can you see how nothing is sticking whatsoever? And then we've got our mushrooms and our onions absorbing all the wonderful flavours there. It's just beautiful.
Looking good, and as well at $84.99. You know, this is not a treat, is it? In terms of like, oh gosh, it's a luxurious purchase. I don't know. You know, if you've been in the market for a year or two for some pans, you've been holding off, where you've been thinking, I need to upgrade. You know, or maybe you've been buying cheap pans, and it's the age-old phrase. You probably know the one I'm going to say: buy cheap, buy twice. You know, but you know, here, buy at great value. Buy once, because you've got your guarantee on the handle for 10 years, and then the pans themselves on a 5-year guarantee. And also, you might be thinking, I haven't got enough space, and I've got my cupboards are full of all my tins and my jars, and I like to stock up on the 2-for-1 deals. Well, don't panic, because these nest away beautifully. They literally nest in each other, and it's the detachable handle that means it's really convenient for going from hob to oven to air fryer to dining room table. But it's also the detachable handle that means that they're small enough to nest and store in your cupboard. $84.99 is an incredible price. How do we know that? It's because we've seen the quality of the Tower name and the quality of the pans, and we're considering at $149.99. What if we were buying these, or what if somebody else was buying these at the normal price? We'd probably say, do you know what? Pat on the back, fair play to you, mate. Well done, you've got a good set of pans there. 13 pieces, $149.99. It's a good brand name. But these are $84.99. Don't miss out.
So I've just done our barbecue creamy sauce to go on the top, like so, with our caramelised to go with our steak and our onions and our mushrooms in there, loads of flavour in there. And I'm really trying to get the pan as hot as I can because I always love showing the worst now. Now we've done our steak without any oil. You saw how you got that wonderful caramelisation. We're now going to pop on our creamy sauce, but I'm purposely not going to do that when I do it, because can you see how that cleans it?
Yes.
I'm going to really try and let it burn on and just...
So you can leave a bit behind?
Leave a bit behind.
Okay, I've got you, Paul.
Oh,
what a meal. What a meal.
wish
How much is that in a restaurant?
Smell-o-vision. Well, 25 quid.
Yeah.
You see, so four of you go out and have steak at 25 quid a head. You've nearly paid for the pan set.
You have, yeah,
it's
$84.99.
incredible, isn't it?
Pan set. So again, we're going worst case scenario on our pan, but look at this, a golden glistening sauce on a beautiful steak.
Just gonna
Caramelised.
Our meatballs are ready. Oh, goody, goody. How good.
How are you doing this, Paul? You're like juggling, you're literally juggling plates and pans.
Look at that. But we're
burning that on.
Wonderful food, excellent. Nothing has stuck. I've virtually washed up as how we've gone along.
Oh,
look at that, look. How
goulash style
is that? Nothing sticking whatsoever. I'm going to take you back to what I would almost call like the disaster, isn't it? But look,
yeah.
Nothing sticking.
But look, it's burnt there.
whatsoever.
You can imagine that would have burnt and stuck on.
That non-stick is amazing. It's like it repels it from actually burning onto the pan, which is phenomenal. 7 times stronger than your regular non-stick.
And like you saw there on the inside, but also on the outside.
Yeah, so they clean well on the outside as well as the in. And though they're dishwasher safe, honestly, just hot soapy water. Had an email in, this is from Penny. She said, I bought these pans about a month ago, never looked back. Best pans I've ever purchased. Wouldn't hesitate to reorder, but these are going to last me for years, Penny. She said. Thank you, Penny. And they will, honestly, you'll use these, whether you're baking, roasting, frying, whether it's you're doing a cake, whether you're doing bread, they will stack into each other. The price is phenomenal. They tick every single box.
They certainly do. And when it comes to storage, absolutely brilliant. Price-wise, are we good? This is why they sell out time and time again. We've managed to keep the launch price at $84.99. Look what you'll pay at Tower, $169.99. At Grattan, $189. Hale Retail, $139.95. Freeman's, $189.
2 of those are £100 more than our set. $84.99, incredible value for money. And of course, you can split that cost with PayPal, pay in 3. Don't forget, they stack into each other for storage. They will go onto whatever hob you've got at home. So whether you are thinking about buying these as a gift, you don't need to know what hob they've got. They'll work on them all because the handles come off, and that's for storage. That is brilliant.
Yeah, if you've got a cupboard or a drawer where you keep your pans and everything sticks out, all of these pans, all 13 pieces, stack into the largest pan. So if you've got a boat, a caravan, or you're just limited on space at home, you're saving around 50% of space in your cupboard. For me, the price is spectacular. You've got 13 pieces for $84.99.
And that's what you've got, 18 and 20 minute set saucepan. You've got frying pans, you've got woks, you've got sautés, you've got glass lids that will interchange as well. You've got the actual silicone lids for storage. 2 handles. Now, they come with a 10-year warranty. Just register those online. And your saucepans, they come with a 5-year warranty. Again, just make sure you register that. But grab that whilst you have that deal, because that is incredible. Stock-wise, I know right now, in a third of the entire stock already gone, so you desperate, and lots more in baskets. You need to check those baskets through.
It is a Tower special that we've got for you tonight. There's the pans, but our launch tonight is our hard floor cleaner that we've got for you. Now, this is the AquaVac Pro from Tower. All your hard floors, but it's not just mopping the floor. It is mopping the floor. It's buffing the floor. It's vacuuming the floor.
Yeah.
All in one.
Normally, if you were going to get your mop and bucket out, if you were going to clean the floor, a hard floor, any hard floor, you'd actually first of all vacuum up, or you get a dustpan and brush, you'd get a broom. So you wouldn't mop up dry debris. You'd vacuum that first, then you'd get your mop and your bucket out. This will do it all at the same time. It will vacuum the bits up, it will pick up the spillages, it will clean the floor, the dirty footprints and things like that, all in one. So no vacuum, no brush and broom, no mop and bucket. It's completely cordless. It's up to a 30-minute run time. It's got incredible suction. It has got incredible edge to edge. It's sort of tri-edge, so you'll see the line from side to front. And it's even got a self-cleaning system as well.
And it talks you through everything.
Yeah, it does.
Literally has voice commands where it tells you if the water's empty, if the dirty water tank's clean, if it needs recharging. 822901 is your item, and we're going to show you some live demonstrations with Mark in just a moment.
A third of the entire stock is sold out and gone. It's our launch special. Linda's saying how great the demonstrations are. 822901 is your item number. Any questions, please do email in, but see your saving should be virtually £400, £179.99. And of course, you have got PayPal, pay in 3. Massively, massively busy. And just see how it picks up the spillage. It might just be a spillage, but then you might have a few bits of debris. Well, it's going to vacuum those up as well as pick up your spillage.
And while it's doing that, it's buffing the floor as well.
And drying the floor.
Yeah.
And then you might have a dirty footprint from the kids they've run in with their wellies. Honestly, this is phenomenal. So many people got a lot of hard floors, and remember, this will actually work on all of your hard floors, including your sealed wooden floors.
Yeah, because it doesn't flood the floor with water. You're in control of all that cleaning. Mark, it's been massively busy already.
So good.
Tiles, hard floor, lino, laminate, parquet flooring, vinyl, concrete, so sealed concrete as well. All of those floor types.
Is that all?
All of them. All your hard floors.
That's amazing.
But I feel I must do the public service announcement.
Oh.
Do not use your ordinary vacuum cleaner to suck up wet spills.
No.
It will break your vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
This is specially designed to do wet and dry. All right, so don't use your ordinary vacuum cleaner to suck up the wet stuff.
Take a little look at this. What would you do? Well, we'd have to.
Okay.
We'd have to sweep up the hair and the bits and pieces first of all.
How would you get up the dog wee? Would you go and get paper
kitchen
towel?
roll, yeah.
No, so then you're touching it.
Yeah,
Awful.
revolting.
No.
And then you'd need to get your mop and bucket out
you
to
would.
actually try and clean the rest. And with a mop and bucket, all you're doing is really completely spreading
Pushing it all around,
everywhere.
exactly right.
So we're going to vacuum up the debris, we're going to clean up the footprints, and we're going to pick up that spillage.
Totally.
All with the one machine, all at the same time.
I like the way you
and
call
dry
it
and
spillage.
buff as well.
It's like
I can't believe the dog's been out that length of time and he's had a
didn't
wee
we
indoors.
outside? I know,
He should have
tell
weed
me about it,
outside, shouldn't he,
absolutely.
while he's getting his feet dirty.
Now look, the beautiful thing about this is it senses how much dirt there is on your floor.
The machine
It
does.
goes into smart mode, exactly
Wow.
right, which is really clever. So at the moment it's just in general. Now it's going into smart
ready.
mode, but look at this. It has got that spillage up.
Great.
And look, we've got some dog hair there as well. It can do all of that, and it's just vacuuming that up as well. And it's also buffing the floor, guys, because this is so nice. It also does, you know those ones where you see a caretaker in school sometimes with
Yes.
those big machines. It's a bit
You
like
see
that.
those a lot in shopping centres and things, and they're doing the same.
Exactly.
They're vacuuming up, they're cleaning, they're buffing, and they're drying
Exactly.
at the same time.
Look at this. So you've got
That's impressive.
all of that. And so if you've got a dog and you've got white tiles, this is absolutely the machine. But you don't have to have white tiles. This would be absolutely brilliant. For instance, my aunt has got marble floors all the way through the downstairs. They got rid of their carpet because they decided that it was easier for them to clean with that. But they clean with a vacuum cleaner first and a mop second.
Yeah.
And I'm going to absolutely recommend this. They're both in their 80s. This is a question of a really easy machine, and it just stands back and it cleans, it self-cleans on its own.
It even talks you through what it's doing
Exactly
as well,
right.
which we love.
Cordless, remember?
Yes.
Complete cordless.
Well, have a look. So, look, the battery is just there. So, really clever. It's got all of its readout on the top, which is clever as well.
We can show you that actually straight away.
And when it's charged up to a 30-minute run time as well. So the smart, that's when you were saying it will actually detect how much dirt's on the floor.
Exactly, and when there's a lot of dirt, it goes red. That green stripe goes red to show you it's in strong. You can choose strong mode if you want. So if you know it's particularly bad. It's also got dry suction. So if you just want the dry function, if you've just got maybe a spillage of dry stuff, you can take it just as an ordinary vacuum cleaner there as well.
And remember, it's for all your hard floors and your sealed wooden floors as well. So whether you're using it as a vacuum, as whether you're using it as a sort of a mop, whether you're using it to dry the floors, it's for all your hard floors. So now this is a real bit of a mess, isn't it?
Look at this. So we've
lots
got
of jobs.
We've got herbs and salt and cornflakes and red wine and cola and coffee. I just had a bit of a, I just threw a bunch of stuff
Bit
down,
of a party.
basically.
So you'd have to try and sweep up the dry bits that have gone wet and soggy.
And that would all
into a broom.
it would all go mucky, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would go. The broom would be revolting,
Wouldn't it? Just
as would your dustpan and brush sort of
Exactly.
thing. Horrible. Then you'd have to try and sort of pick that up, perhaps
Yeah.
with kitchen roll and
no
the
thanks.
spillage, and then you'd get your mop and
Yeah.
bucket out. So you're going to do all of it.
All
And
in
you've
one
got
go.
dry debris here as well.
Yeah,
So you can do
absolutely
it all
right.
with the one machine.
So powering on, and it goes into smart function. You can turn the voice right down. If the voice annoys you, you can turn it
I
right
like
down.
it.
But I like it. I think it's really handy to let you
Like
know
having a
what's
friend
going
really
on.
with you.
Well, exactly
Yeah.
right. Look at
You're
this.
right, if
Oh,
you're
look
out.
at that edge to edge.
Look at that.
Absolutely.
So you can
Look.
see the stripe
Wow.
it's creating.
great,
Look
isn't it?
at that. So
And that's
there.
tri-edge. You could see it edge to edge and at the front
Both
as
sides
well.
on the front, exactly right. Now it's a lovely, you know, we all know the benefits of microfiber, of course. Microfiber on the roller gives you all of that absorbency
Yes.
and so clever. Now, you might wonder where the dirt's going and where, you know, it does go into a dirt bin which you can empty. I would say empty into the toilet because obviously there's a lot of dirty water and there's bits in it as well.
Right,
you
so
don't
the
wanna put it
clean
down
and the
your
dirty water never mix.
No, and the nice thing about this, of course, is when you have got your dirty water tank, it's also taking up all of the dust and dirt and everything else all in one section. And that simply means that it's not chucking anything. You know, when you've got an ordinary vacuum cleaner, they talk about filters all of the time.
Yeah.
When it's going into the water is holding in all the dust, all the particles,
right.
and it's in the dirty. You can see the dirty water tank
Right.
down here. Actually, if I take that off, you'll be able to see it. If I just swill it round a little bit, we might be able to get a shot of that. Look at that. So you can see there, if I just tilt it, there we go. You can see how mucky that is. So I'm going to keep it in because it does actually allow you to go right up to there.
Brilliant.
When it hits that line, it automatically stops. It knows and it says, time to empty the dirty water
How
tank.
good is that?
Talks to you.
So I'll tell you when you need to empty the dirty, when
Exactly.
you need clean
Yep.
water in there, when it needs the battery charging, put it back
Absolutely.
in its parking
Exactly.
station. It's so clever.
I've got a really dirty floor over here. I've
Let's
got
go and have
this
a
one.
little
I'm going to
look.
leave that one there. I'm just going to use
I
this
love
one
the
over
fact
here.
it stands on
Like-
its own as well.
Absolutely.
Because so many sort of vacuums or cleaning systems, you have to lean them, whereas that stands quite happily by itself, which is
You have
brilliant.
got a lot of dirt on this floor. This is a particularly. this is like someone's exploded in the clean up on aisle 4. it's like people have dropped things on there. I thought I'd go to town with it, you know. But it can do all of that. Now, if your floor's this mucky, something's gone wrong.
Now, so I'm hugely busy. Just hearing how many are in baskets, you do please need to check your baskets through. It's lovely to have a new product. It's lovely to have a brand new launch, but that stock depleting really, really quickly. So this would be a real panic, wouldn't it?
Because it's so much.
I know that it's going to go into strong mode as soon as it hits that, and that's but it's good because in the areas where we were just over here, it will stay in kind of eco mode for you, but it will only jump into strong.
So
when it's got
it's
lots
like
of
it's
bits on the
saving
floor.
its battery.
It is
so you've
exactly
got up to a
that. It's
30-minute
exactly
run
that.
time, and it knows when it needs to
Yes.
use extra power. I'd always use it in that smart mode.
I think you're right, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it goes into smart mode to start with
Yeah.
straight away. But have a look at this, because this floor is particularly mucky. And it's
Oh, wow. Look how
look at that.
quickly it's
But
drying.
also, look how clean that is.
Yeah.
That
So it's picking up all that horrible muddle that's down there, that's
Exactly
wet
right.
and dry and splodgy and nasty.
And it's trapping that dirt in the
in the,
microfiber.
and also into the water as well.
Of
so
course.
so the nice thing is you're not getting any horror. Unlike vacuuming, you're not getting any horrible smells out in the room.
Right,
So
because
that's
the
really
water's
good.
holding it and it's
Right.
going into the dirty water.
But look how clean, you can
Wow.
see how clean that
and it's
floor
buffing
is.
the floor.
It is, absolutely.
So it's picking up the debris, it's picking up the wet bits, it's cleaning the floor, it's buffing the floor, and we're watching it dry in front of our eyes.
Absolutely, because it's not soaking your floor, which means that if you've got that really expensive hardwood flooring that you're not supposed
Those
to get
sealed
very
wooden
wet,
floors,
the sealed
yeah,
wooden
absolutely,
flooring,
yeah.
it it's even good for that.
Great.
Right up to the edges. And look at that, guys, because that, after it says powering off, it goes around for about another 8 seconds and then powers off. It's supposed to do that because it's just still sucking it all up to make sure it's got it all off the floor. Exactly right. But look how clean that
is.
was.
So
you saw
good,
how
isn't it?
disgusting that was.
And virtually dry as
Yeah,
well.
exactly right. Exactly
Because
right.
it's buffed the floor as it's gone along and cleaned it. And Mark was talking about emptying it as well. When it comes to emptying it, really easy, isn't it?
We've got a little bit of video in the bathroom because this is what it looks like when you pour it out. It's pretty disgusting. The bits as well. So you then just rinse it out and just rinse it off, and then you can put it back for either continuing to clean or storing it away.
Right.
It's really, really simple. Would you like to see it going into self-cleaning mode?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
All right, so just behind you, we've got the charging station. So I'm going to put it in and just have a listen to what it says.
Charging. Please press the self-cleaning button.
Okay, so...
Turning on the self-cleaning function.
So the self-cleaning function button is at the back, and it's
Lovely.
just one push. So here, self-clean. I'm going to walk away now. So it does it, and so now for 3 minutes, it
Wow.
will clean the brush. It will then deep clean the pipeline as well. So it does all of the internal
Flushes
stuff as it
everything
flushes everything through. And so you've got to have at least 50% clean water in the tank so that it's able to do everything. But you can see even there that the roller's going around and the wet is going through the roller. It's really clever. After the 3 minutes of cleaning the roller and all of the insides, so it does give it a really deep clean this, it then goes into drying mode.
Wow.
Now remember, because this is microfiber, that's really good because you don't want to put it away while it's sopping wet. Did you
Don't want
hear
it to get
Did
smelly.
you hear
Yes,
it change
changed.
there?
Yep.
And it also went
it's
faster
drying
on the
now.
roller.
So is that
no,
using
that's
like-
still in self-clean. It's
Is it?
3 minutes of self-clean. It hasn't hit drying yet.
Wow.
And the brilliant thing is, that's when it does the internal pipelines as well.
Right, so it's done the brush
So
head,
exactly
it's doing
right.
it internal now,
And
right?
the nice thing is, it then goes to dry. So smart checking, it's just checking everything. So it goes through, it's a smart checking. Deep cleaning in progress, it says. So it tells you every step of the
I
way
love that.
what it's doing. Now,
And you can walk away and leave it. You haven't got to listen to it, or you can turn it down. You can go and get on with your. Go
certainly
and have a
can.
cup of tea. You've done your job. It's doing its job.
it's also-
40%
Oh, I'm not surprised.
of the entire stock now sold out and gone. And what time is it? Oh my word! We've still got an hour, and 25 minutes left. Fantastic.
2 more things about the self-cleaning mode. The brilliant thing is, after the 3 minutes are up, it will automatically go to drying mode. Now you might think, oh, it just goes round and round. It dries it with warm air. So it actually creates warm air. So it's like giving it a blow dry. I think it's amazing. It gives it a blow dry. And so it goes extra fast and it gives it a blow dry. But you're not wasting the battery here because all the time it's on there, it's on charge.
It's charging.
So it's running off the mains there to do that. It's very, very little. It's 150 watts. So it's not taking a lot of power to be able to do it. No, exactly right. And you can just walk away and leave it.
Just let it
And
get
that's
on
what-
with it.
And while it is doing it, let's show you the drying function with this
Let's do it.
machine over here. 'Cause I've put this
Busy,
one
busy,
dry.
busy. You do need to check your baskets out. We've got twice as many people now ordering than stock we've already sold. It's only going to be as long as the stock is there. You know what happens when we have a launch? So we end up in a situation where more people are ordering than stock's available. Can be in your basket, but it can actually be in another 100 people's basket. It's not yours till you check your basket through. So please do check your baskets through. Whether you're buying our incredible wet and dry vac that dries, that buffs, that vacuums, that picks up spillages, that is brand new with us here on Shop on TV, or whether you are going for our pans, what you do need to do is check your basket out because those pans are absolutely flying. It's an absolute nightmare. Please do check your baskets out. That pan set is an absolute favourite. And please, please, if you want, it's a night you need to check out so it actually does get delivered to your door because we're hugely busy.
So you're going to show...
That one's just gone to
That's-
drying.
Oh,
there.
great.
And I tell you what, it's gone to drying. You don't have to keep the drying cycle on.
Right.
So I'm just going to switch the drying off. So you
switch it
just
off in
push
a
the
minute.
button.
So thank
until-
you.
And there you go. So you don't have to have it on all the time if you don't want to. It will take about 10, 20 minutes to actually dry fully, but you don't have to have it dry fully. We'll be using that one a little bit later on, so I'll just turn that off for now. The fact that you can also use it dry is clever. So you can use it as a vacuum cleaner.
Great.
So when you push the on button, as we've heard before, it goes to smart mode straight away, which also pushes water into the roller. So it goes from smart mode, and of course, if it gets a lot of dirt underneath it, it goes to the strong mode there as well.
So it knows it's detecting the dirt, or you can put it on to strong yourself. You can put it on to strong if
you choose, or push it again and it goes to dry suction.
So if you're vacuuming your hard floors around the home, we want to put it on dry suction if you're just vacuuming.
Exactly right. And I've used this machine here just as the dry one because we're obviously doing various different demonstrations. So I'll put this just into dry mode for you. Oh, I pushed the wrong button, guys. I powered it off. I know. Let's try again.
You can't get away with it.
No, you can't. Exactly. So now I'm in dry mode, and now, just as a vacuum cleaner, it is just taking up all of the bits. Now remember, this is a hard floor cleaner, because the nice thing about it is hard floors are a nightmare because they actually get so many more stains on than you might imagine. You don't notice it on carpet, but you do notice it in hard floors because you either need to polish and buff them, but this is throw away your vacuum cleaner, throw away your broom, throw away your dustpan and brush. You don't need it anymore.
Because normally what you would do, I mean, if you just wanted to do dry vacuuming, you can do that.
Absolutely.
But if you were going to mop your floor, you'd have to vacuum or use a dustpan and brush and a broom first before you wet the floor, because it just wouldn't work. You wouldn't. You'd never mop up a dirty floor and bit. So this will do everything at once, or it will dry vacuum on its own.
And it buffed the floor.
Yes.
At the same time.
Because it's got the microfiber head.
If you're finding the man a little annoying, and some people will, some people not this man. Like,
you mean the talking man in the system?
Imagine having this, Hayley, at home. If you push the button like this just once, it will turn the volume down.
Oh, right.
If you hold the button, it doesn't work, does it? If you hold the button, it then turns the volume back up again.
Oh, right.
So that's the kind of self-cleaning button at the back, but it also
so you can have it quiet if you want to, or you can have it loud. So but remember, it'll tell you when it needs more water in. It'll tell you when the dirty water tank's full. It'll tell you when the battery needs charging.
And to be honest,
so good.
If you manage to clog it, and if you go, I mean, if you saw the spillage there, if you're constantly doing a whole downstairs with that might get blocked. You never know. If you've
Especially if you've got lots of dogs, lots of
all of that. It will tell you. It will tell you if the line is blocked. So you stop. You take the front section off. Take the roller off. It unblocks really easily. Pop it back
we will show you that actually. But we know you went out and about. Was it Lisa's house?
Lisa's house. Yes, absolutely.
So
my friend Lisa. And I said because I've only got tiles in my kitchen. I've got carpets everywhere else, so I couldn't really do it in my own home.
Everywhere.
And I knew that she had hard floor all the way through, and I went,
which lots of people have.
I'll come and clean your floor for you if you come and let me do it.
Happy days.
And yeah, exactly right. So she'd just finished work, and I went round for a cup of coffee and cleaned the floors. It was
what a good man. Let's have a little look at Mark cleaning Lisa's home.
This is the Tower AquaVac Wet and Dry Vacuum. Have a look at this. It will take dirt and spillages off your floor. In effect, what you're doing is you're mopping your floor and you're vacuuming your floor at the same time. So no more getting a broom out before you actually mop the floor. No more vacuuming before you mop the floor. This machine does it all in one go. It's also strong enough to be able to detect when there's dirt. So in smart mode, it goes from eco to strong in a really easy move, or you can make it go strong if you can see that you've got a stain or you've got a particularly stubborn bit of dirt. It's really clever, and it also has a self-cleaning function as well. Switch it off, pop it up, and it stands by itself as well. And it will also talk to you, telling you to put it back in its charging station.
It's so effective, isn't it? But it's such a great-looking machine,
isn't it?
Well.
The design.
Haven't they done a nice job of that?
Tower are so good, aren't they? Just making things just right.
Very much so. And everything has that beautiful trusted click into position. So
click of confidence.
Exactly. So it comes out and you simply click it back in. And that's how you know everything's going to be in. You can take the battery out and charge it separately if you want to. So you can just take that out, take it to the kitchen, charge it at the kitchen point. If you don't want to actually charge it on its stand, that's no problem at all. So you can do all of that. it does come with its own brush as well. So if you do want to brush all the bits out, it does that, and you can just keep it in the handy section there. But I think it works nicely. If you've got a utility room or the corner of the kitchen with hard floors, it's nice just to keep it there.
Yeah, because it looks nice.
I think anybody who likes gadgets will love it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Chats to you because it does so many jobs at once.
Totally.
And because it does all the hard work, that's what I really like as well. And it does it so well, and it does it all at once.
Half the time. So you're not vacuuming then mopping. You're not sweeping and then mopping. You are vacuuming and mopping at the same time. Plus the fact your floor isn't horribly wet like it is sometimes.
No, we're watching it dry. It dries so quickly.
It really does.
Now, you just showed us this little brush. And you might be thinking, what was that little brush for? You can actually take the system apart, and if you do get anything stuck, like if you have got a lot of hairy dogs or you're a little bit hairy and there's got some hair caught, you can actually get into all the nooks and crannies so easily, can't you?
It's easy. You can rinse off the brush and then just take the brush and you can also pop it down the hole so you can get out any blockages that you might have just like that. It's as easy as that, basically. And it goes on as easily as it comes off.
On a whole, it'll do it all by itself. But if there is any hair in there that needs cleaning out, again, we'll tell you.
Yeah, we are getting busier and busier. If you've got these in baskets, you've got to confirm and check out. Remember, it is a launch for us from Tower. Another launch. Mark keeps bringing us great new products.
I would love to say it's me. It's our great Tower supplier that does it. I mean, all right. Yes, thank you. I'm pleased to be able to do that.
We're going to see another demonstration.
Yeah, this is again a muddle because we've got everything. We've got bits of dry.
I didn't have a moment, so I just literally chucked it down on the floor.
It's now horribly wet as well, and there's bits of dry over. So you'd have to. Oh God, what would I do? Well, I'd get the dustpan and brush, I think, because I'd try and sweep up the.
Even though it's
bits.
soggy.
Yeah, because how else are you going to do that? I'm not going to vacuum.
That's going to make your brush disgusting.
Yeah, but I'm not going to vacuum it up. It's going to ruin the vacuum.
You would never vacuum normally.
No, so I have to get the dustpan and brush.
So,
then I've ruined the dustpan and brush. Oh yeah, then you're down on your hands and knees. And so we're going to vacuum all of that up: the wet, the dry, the muddle, the mess, and it's going to clean the floor and it's going to buff and dry the floor.
It will even tell you if you've made a mistake.
Oh.
Have a listen.
I've got Sean for that.
Yeah. It's the other way around.
have a listen to this.
The cleaner is in an upright state.
So it's not going to start.
So it tells you what you've got to do.
I said it's you that tells me what to do.
If only.
Did you see?
It's like, so we power on, it goes into smart mode straight away. And if you've got a spillage like this, just look, it absolutely, you don't need to rush with it. It's a really clever way of being able to get up all of those bits. Look at that. So you've got the bits up, you've got the wet up. Look at that.
And that edge to edge is amazing. Yeah, it does. You can see as you pull back, you've got that complete edge to edge. You can see where it's been. And three ways, really, front and sides.
Exactly right.
It's picking up the dry, it's picking up the wet. It's drying the floor, it's washing the floor, it's buffing the floor. So good.
Do we want to go over to the white one?
Yeah.
I'll just wait. Yeah, absolutely.
Tell everyone how busy it is again. We are just getting busier and busier as we see these demonstrations. It really falls into place how many jobs this actually does for you.
So many jobs. Stock-wise, half the stock now in baskets. You do need to check your baskets out. Or actually, half that stock gone. You need to desperately check out. Lots more of you got this in baskets. It's only going to be as long as stock is there. I think still, so many of you thinking, should I, shouldn't I? Why would you not? This is doing so many jobs at once.
This is a particularly muddy floor, but look how it's doing it. It is getting all of that dirt up. It's also polishing the floor with that beautiful microfiber roller there as well. And the nice thing is, if you've got pets and they have got mud everywhere, whether it's wet mud or dried mud, or kids with muddy shoes, because the thing is, even if you've got bits along with wet mud and dry mud, it will take all of that away as well. And then when you put it on its station, it goes to automatic cleaning mode. So you're never...
So it's cleaning itself.
Exactly, it cleans itself. It's all about taking... Tower is all about taking the work away from you, Hayley. So it's like, if you love brushing and then vacuuming, fine. And then mopping.
And
it's
then
like,
mopping,
no thanks.
and then
It's like-
drying, and then polishing.
Frankly,
this is doing it all at once.
that feels a bit like Cinderella syndrome, to be fair. It's like, I think if the ugly sisters had given her this, she would have had a great time. She wouldn't have complained.
I don't need
Wouldn't have wanted to go to that ball. Exactly right.
And I know you've tried and tested this in so many different situations.
So, yeah, I went to Sam and Ian's house. They have a 5-bedroom house, rather plush
Very
as well.
nice.
But all of the downstairs is laminate and tiles. And it's a big floor, so I charged it fully and I took it over there and I did the whole of their downstairs, roughly the same kind of speed as I was doing on these floors, in 22 minutes.
Wow.
So I had to empty the dirty water
cordlessly.
once. Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah. Without
Up to a 30-minute run time. And when you see it in action, when you see it cleaning those floors, when it's picking up the debris, when it's picking up the wet, when you're actually seeing what it's doing, you're like, really? It's doing all of that at once? And it is doing all of that at once. Just as we were saying, Mark was saying, whether it's a dry footprint or whether it's a spillage or whether it's dry debris or whether it's wet debris, it is vacuuming, it's picking up the wet and dry, it's drying the floor, it's buffing the floor. It's amazing.
It's one machine that does so many different jobs. We've seen it here on a vinyl floor from the kitchen in our other studio up in Warrington, but it's doing all those jobs at once. That's why it's been so busy. It is the first time we've had this machine on Shop on TV, and you've absolutely loved it. Remember, you don't have to pay the $179.99 today. You can split the cost across 3 payments if you use PayPal Pay in 3, $62.31 if you're paying online with your PayPal account.
And remember, half the stock already sold out and gone. It's our launch special show. You do need to check those baskets through now, getting massively busy. It comes with a 3-year warranty. Just register it online. The features are fantastic, but what you need to do is get this home and use it and actually appreciate how it's going to replace so many different things in your home. We keep forgetting that it's completely cordless and it'll run up to 30 minutes, so you're not tripping over wires. It's a brushless motor as well, which you know then is so reliable. Brushless motors just seem to have such high performance. And then you've got the LED display as well.
Yeah, the lights are on there so you can see what you're cleaning. It also gives you the battery power that's on there. That 3-minute self-cleaning function is so good, and then it's going to dry through as well for you. Dual water tanks means the dirty water and the clean water never mix together, and you've got that automatic smart mode.
I love that.
As soon as it detects heavier debris, it kicks in more power.
That's really good because it's not wasting its battery. It sees the dirt, doesn't it?
That high power mode will be there for you whenever you need it when it's on that auto mode, and that extra power's there for you for those stubborn stains. 3-year warranty from Tower upon registration when you buy the machine, $179.99 or $62.31.
I love that smart mode. You'll hear it change. It's detecting how much dirt is on the floor and how much power it needs to use. So you'll always get the optimum, really, out of your battery power. So easy to charge either on the parking station, or you can take the battery out and charge it on your work surface top. It ticks every single box, but no, don't need your vacuum, don't need a broom, don't need a dustpan and brush, and then don't need a mop and bucket.
And it's cordless. So it's really easy for cleaning all those hard floor surfaces that you've got all around the home. If you want to add it in, now's the time. 822-901. Bathrooms, kitchens, living areas.
You can see the LED screen there as well. So it's on the smart mode, so it will detect if it needs more power. At the same time as it's picking up the dry debris, it'll pick up the wet debris. It'll also pick up the spillages, even if they're all mixed together. If there's dirty footprints, it'll clean those dirty footprints because it's cleaning the floor as well. But then it's drying the floor, and it's like buffing the floor. Love the controls. So that's the smart function.
So this is on the top, so you can see exactly what you're doing. The smart function means it'll kick in extra power when you need it. It'll go to that strong mode, or you can put it on strong mode. You've got dry suction.
So you can dry vacuum.
Just want to vacuum, you go to the dry suction.
So you could vacuum all your hard floors just in the dry mode if you wanted to, but of course you can do it all at once, clean, buff, and then it will tell you to put it on its cleaning system. So it's a little parking station. It'll sit there and clean itself.
Put me into self-cleaning mode, and that's exactly what it's doing there. Remember, that's a 3-minute cycle for self-cleaning. From Tower, bringing you a machine that is feature-packed. Even tells you when it's drying off that microfiber head for you. You
so
don't have
clever.
to be near it. You just pop it on there. You start.
You're having a cup of tea now.
Yes,
You've done your job, and it's doing the rest. If you do need to take it apart for extra cleaning, perhaps you've got a lot of cats and dogs, lots of hair, and perhaps a little bit of hair's got caught, you can actually take it apart so easily. And it comes with a little brush as well, so you can sort of clean that area and get into the machine if there's anything sort of stuck. But on a whole, it self-cleans itself. And the other great thing is the dirty and the clean water never mix.
Never mix together. So once you want to empty that dirty water tank, and it will tell you, empty the dirty water tank, because it's got debris in it, it's better to put it down the toilet that you can see there. Just rinse it out and you are good to go once again. All those hard floor surfaces all around your home, bathrooms, kitchens, all your living areas, and it doesn't matter what kind of hard floor, does it?
That's the great thing, sealed wooden floors. It could be laminate, it could be perhaps you've got tiles, and so many of us got hard floors all around the home, and normally it's a big job. You've got to vacuum or get a dustpan and brush, and then to get the bits up, then you get the mop and bucket out and you mop it, then you've got to dry it, then you've got to polish it. This will actually very much do all of that because it even buffs it with that microfiber head. So it's picking up the debris, dry or wet, it's picking up any spillages, it's picking up any footsteps, dirty footprints the kids have run in or the dogs have run in, but then it's buffing the floor and it's drying the floor. It's amazing.
If you've got it in a basket, you've got to check out. It is a real...
Well over half that stock sold out and gone, and this is a brand new launch. Absolutely love it.
What else have we got from Tower? Well, we've got our fantastic pan set that whenever we have in stock, it flies out of the door.
Yeah.
The fact we've still got it at the launch price is spectacular.
We get stock when we can, but we don't have it as often as we would like, and we don't get the amount of stock we would like. How much stock's gone?
Oh my goodness.
2/3. So we have a third of the stock left. It's a 13-piece set. It's not just saucepans and fry pans. These are roasting dishes. This is bakeware. These are storage containers. They stack into each other for storage as well, so they'll just go in a drawer, and they can be everything you need them to be in your home. So in this drawer, that messy drawer, that is your storage containers. That is your pots and pans. That is an absolute nightmare. The handles are in the way. You've got everything, tick, tick, saving about 50% of the space there.
Storage-wise, it's brilliant, isn't it? So caravans, boats, just if you've got a small kitchen, it's brilliant. Or you don't want your pans taking up all those drawers and cupboards. The great thing is super versatile because of the sizes of the pans that you've got.
So you could do a whole chicken, roast potatoes. You could do... we love the saute pan. We bought a saute pan for $89.99. You'll do so much in that, whether it's a spaghetti bolognese, whether it's stews, whether it's a full sort of cooked breakfast, but then you'll use the frying pans to put your chicken in and pop that in the oven as a roasting dish. You'll actually use the saucepans and put those in to do baking, perhaps do bread or make a cake, and the non-stick is phenomenal. It will go onto any hob, which is brilliant. So we could start on the hob.
Yeah, if you want to brown something off or you just want to start your recipe on the hob and then put it in the oven, you can. Gas, electric, ceramic, halogen, induction, Argas, Rayburns, doesn't matter what kind of...
So if you're buying as a gift, you know it'll go on their hob.
And then it'll go in the oven up to 230 degrees. Now, if you want to store in them, you've got 2 silicone lids included that stretch across the pans, so you can store in there in the fridge as well. That non-stick on the inside is
amazing.
Spectacular, but it's on the outside as well.
7 times stronger than your regular non-stick. And remember, you're seeing these without the handles on. The handles come off, so when you put them into the oven, take the handle off and it'll take that really high temperature. On the hob, though, you can take the handles off, and then little hands, if you've got young children, can't grab the handles on the hob. But that non-stick, you'll be amazed how well it cooks, how even it distributes the heat, but how easy it is to clean.
And no oil or fat if you don't want to use any, so it's healthier cooking. There you can see that amazing non-stick, detachable handles with a 10-year warranty when you register at Tower. Pans come with a 5-year warranty, stackable and space-saving, all your hob types, and dishwasher safe. But to be honest, as we just wipe them clean in the sink, the non-stick's so good.
I wouldn't put them in the dishwasher. Honestly, they wipe clean like you will not believe, inside and outside. But imagine baking bread in here and the bread not spoiling. Imagine baking a cake in there and the cake not spoiling because the non-stick is so good.
Don't have to line them at all.
And we really put them to the test and try and burn in them, but you'll be blown away how it's like the pan repels the food. It won't allow you to burn onto it as such.
It literally just wipes clean. You can see we put all sorts in here with cheese. It literally just pours out and then just wipes clean, not using any oil or fat. So it's a healthier way of cooking that you can see there. At $84.99, such a brilliant price. It's 13 pieces for that price that you see there. And even sticky sauces, things like honey. I did a gammon joint in the oven today and covered it in honey.
And it wiped clean like you will not believe. Honestly, I was like, oh my goodness. You know, normally you soak things for hours thinking it's never going to clean. You won't with these pans. It virtually wipes clean. Whether you're cooking in here, baking in here, you can serve to the table because they look fabulous as serving dishes. Whether you're storing food, but whatever you're creating, it's the right tool for the job. Whether it's the stickiest sauce, whether it is the fact you're using the wok or the saute pan, whether you're actually baking a cake in here, you'll find not only do they give you great results, but they clean so fantastically. Scrambled egg and things can be an absolute nightmare in a pan.
Things like porridge.
Yeah.
Or even if you're just boiling milk and you end up burning it, the great thing with these, they will just wipe clean. So 530956 is your item number. 13 pieces. Is our price good? Our price is fantastic.
Amazingly good.
Our usual price of $149.99 is a good price because if you shop elsewhere for them right now, you won't be paying that kind of price. We had a little look before the show at Tower, $169.99, at Grattan, $189, at Hale Retail, just under $140, and at Freeman's, £189.
Two of those places, £100 more, well, £105 more really than our price tonight. Exceptional value for money. We bought a saute pan for $89.99. Absolutely love it, use it so many days of the week, but we would never have bought a saute pan for $89.99 if we had had these first, because these are everything you need for $84.99. Your saucepans, your fry pans, your wok, your saute pan, your roasting dishes, your bakeware, your storage containers. Take them to the table and serve in these. They're absolutely fantastic. And it's not just us that love these for so many reasons. Lots of emails in as well about these. Penny emailed in, so bought these power pans from you a month ago. Never looked back. Best pans I ever purchased, wouldn't hesitate to reorder, but these are going to last me years, she said. And they will. Honestly, absolutely. So that non-stick, 7 times stronger
than normal non-stick, and it's inside and outside. So if you have spillages or burns, again, it wipes clean on the outside as well. 530956, add it into your basket. shopontv.co.uk. On the website, you will find everything that we have available, but there you can see the performance of these pans is spectacular. Whether you're burning in there, whether you don't want to use any oil or fat, cooking fish.
Yes. And the best results, and because you're not using oil, a healthier way of cooking as well. And you'll love the fact that you've got the even heat distribution, that you can actually take these off the hob and they'll go on any hob and put them then directly into the oven if you want to finish off in the oven. You've got the lids that interchange between the different pans.
Yeah, and they've got a little indentation, so it doesn't matter where the handle is on the pan. It's going to fit beautifully for you. It's just such a great selection of pans, of cookware, of bakeware, of roasting dishes, all in one set.
And even storage containers. They have storage lids to go on the saucepans, so if you want to store food after you've cooked. Very much one pan cooking, so you haven't got loads and loads of washing up, and you will be delighted to wash them up, because no more soaking things for hours, no more dreading the washing up because, you know, it's all burnt to the bottom. You'll be amazed how these just wipe clean. We try to burn food onto these, and it's like it repels the burn as such. It just doesn't allow it to really stick.
No, it really is. And the finish on your cooking's brilliant because of the even heat distribution on the actual base.
Right tool for the job.
Yeah, you've got a fantastic base to the pan itself that'll work on every hob. So if you're buying them as a gift, they're a brilliant gift. Gas, electric, ceramic, halogen, induction, Arga, Rayburn. Even though they're really sturdy pans, they're not too heavy, because a lot of those
that's a good point.
Pans that are out there are so heavy before you put any food in there. And if you want to use one handle on the pan, you can, but if you want to use 2 handles, because there's no fixed area, you can do that as well. 530956, space-saving wise, absolutely spectacular, but they'll never bend, they'll never buckle or bow like some of those lightweight pans sometimes do because of the base that Tower have put on there.
They're brilliantly made. The handles come with a 10. There's 2 handles on one pan if you want to use it like that. And those handles come with a 10-year warranty. Just register it online. And when you do that, you also register in the pans for a 5-year warranty. And the base, I mean, that could be in a jewellery shop, couldn't it? Can you see the shine on that? That's going to give you even heat distribution. That's going to go on to whatever hob you've got. Or if they're a gift, phenomenal. Check everything out on the website, shopontv.co.uk. On our website, you'll see everything we've got available today. What you must do, though, is check your baskets through. Just check in the stock on the pans, and you saw the prices again. A third, how much? 2/3? 2/3 of the stock gone, 1/3 of the stock left. But lots of you with that stock in baskets, you do need to check your basket out. But there's something else by our pans, which if you only just joined us, is brand new with us.
This is brilliant from Tower. This is our launch show for the AquaVac Pro wet and dry cleaner for all your hard floors. Whether you're talking about tiles, laminate floors, vinyl, it could be sealed wooden floors that you're looking at. This is a machine that's going to do the dusting, the vacuuming, the cleaning, the buffing. Does it all in one, Mark?
Literally, you don't need to worry about any of that. If you have got little amount of time, this is the machine for you. Because
so take a look at all this.
Yeah, so we've got dirty, muddy footprints.
Yeah.
A bit of hair from the dog. The dog's obviously been scratching and shedding and appears to have had a bit of a wee there as well, I'm afraid.
So we've got dry, dried on mud.
Dried on mud.
You've got hair, debris, dry.
An actual
You've got
liquid.
A spillage.
Yes.
So this would be lots of different things.
Do not try this with your ordinary vacuum cleaner.
No, you'd never go near a vacuum
No, absolutely right. This is designed to be wet cleaning and dry cleaning in one.
Because you'd have to try and you wouldn't vacuum, you'd get a dustpan and brush. You'd brush those hairs up.
Totally.
Then you'd have to try and sort the spillage out, so perhaps some kitchen roll and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then when you've got rid of that bit, you'd get the mop and bucket out and sort everything else out, because you wouldn't be able to do it all at once. Or would you be able to do it
Well, you can with this machine, absolutely. The nice thing is, if you are doing like a dog accident or something like that, it self-cleans as well. So you put it back in its charging station and it self-cleans. So you haven't got to worry or touch anything. Exactly right. So it's one-touch cleaning, guys. This is brilliant.
And cordless.
You simply push the button and it says powering on. You can see the LED lights come on there at the front. It is a powered roller at the front, so it actually does all of the hard work for you. Now, we've gone straight from smart mode into strong because it recognises that it's got a lot of work to do with that spillage there. But look at that. Can you see the edge-to-edge cleaning that it's got there as well? Look at that. And so you're getting all of these, but watch the hair. The hair just disappears. And so
that was the hair and the wet spillage and a dirty footprint.
All in one, exactly.
Brilliant.
Right.
And then it's drying and buffing at the same time.
Exactly right, exactly. So we've got rid of that footprint there. I love this. Now just look. So if you have got a dog that sheds, it will take up that. Now remember, normally with a vacuum cleaner, what you're doing is you're putting all of the dirt into the dust bin and it's chucking out bits of dust everywhere and all of that. Look, it will just go up there and look at this. So you've got a beautiful finish going in. I'm just going to hit powering off there just so that we can talk, and then it takes 8 seconds and then it stops again. Fabulous. So you've got all of that. Now remember, all of the dirt is trapped in the water.
Right.
So you don't need lots of complicated filters. There is a filter in the dirty water tank.
Okay.
Let me just show you this just here, which is a sponge filter, which is a really clever way of actually, if there are any problems in there at all, you can also take out the sponge filter and wash that if you want to.
Oh,
as
great,
well.
lovely.
So that's good. But every time you're cleaning, I mean, look, you've got.
Oh, look!
I mean, look at that.
Can you see
so
that?
It's all in there.
So all the dry, wet, and messy, and liquid debris, it's all in there. So we can throw that away, clean that out.
Exactly.
So the clean and dirty water never mix.
They never
dirty
mix.
on the
So
front,
that's dirty
clean
at the front, clean at the back.
Great.
And look, the clean water just goes in the back there, like so. Let's grab my other.
Where are we going?
I'm going to grab my other machine from over here because look at this.
Because you can, because it's cordless.
Exactly right.
You don't have to worry about the length of a cord.
I also also deliberately haven't cleaned this dirty water tank out.
Okay.
I think we're at the point where it's going to hit the maximum. That's what I'm hoping for in this next demonstration, that it will hit the maximum and it will tell us it's hit the maximum. Time to clean. Exactly.
So
right. That's what I'm hoping
it
for.
talks to you, says I need to clean the dirty water.
Exactly right. But the nice thing is, it gives you all the instructions that you need. So it goes into smart mode first. But if I want to go strong, you get up that.
You've done it again.
I've done it again. The two buttons are close to each other.
You've turned me off again.
Yeah. So, okay, all right. So smart, but let me go to strong mode, and then dry mode. You can switch between the modes really easily. But now I'm back in smart mode, and look at this. So you've got all of the sprinklers, but look, it's also mopping my floor as well as vacuuming my floor. Now here we've got piles of dirt, but also they've got
look
a
at that
lot
edge
of wet.
to edge. That was impressive, wasn't it?
You can really see, can't you?
It's gone into strong mode, exactly.
Yeah. Power. Now, when it does that, obviously, you're not got it on strong mode all the time, so you're wasting the battery
It's like
power.
you're saving the battery power. It's only using what it needs to use. It can detect how much dirt is on the floor. But not only is it picking up the dirt and the wet debris and the dry debris, it's cleaning the floor at the same time. It's polishing the floor because it's got like a microfiber actual head that buffs the floor. So it's a bit like the big professional machines that you see airports, shopping centres. So it's picking up the dirt, it's cleaning the floor, it's buffing the floor.
No need to vacuum, no need to get your broom out and sweep. Now, I'm just going to go and get my bucket from over here because I want to show you live.
We're not going to see that
yet.
Are we?
Look, this is what's in it. Now, it didn't quite hit the top, but it's enough to be able for me to show you. But look at this. So it's got a maximum line up to here on the dirt, so you can just about see that.
It's not
and
far.
So and you can see there's a lot of. So I'm just going to tip it into this. So you just take the top off like so, and watch all of the really. Look at that. I mean, it is absolutely revolting, isn't it? Now, normally you would tip that down the toilet. Don't tip it down the sink because all the bits don't want to go down the sink, obviously. And then simply pop it back in. Now, normally I would rinse that out.
Of course.
Before I put it back on the machine. But I'm just going to pop it back on the machine because we can. Look at that. And
Fabulous.
it's as simple as that. So it's easy to clean. And then, of course, pop it back on its station and it goes into its whole self-cleaning mode.
It's got the
and
self-clean.
charging at the same time.
Brilliant.
Now, Andy's emailed in, he said it's a lifesaver, he super loves to clean. And he says, I have this and it helps him so much because he loves his house. He loves his house really clean and it allows him to do exactly that, but all in one go. And you know you've done the job so well, which is brilliant.
Totally. Shall we bring the machine further across? Because I've got more dirt.
Well, you can keep seeing cleaning because we've got loads of pictures of clean. Have a little nosy at seeing the Tower in action. It is a professional machine that you can use in your home because it's like those big machines that you see in the shopping centres at the airports. They're picking up the debris, the wet debris, the dry debris, the dirty floor it's cleaning.
And then buffing off the floor surface.
Isn't it?
Remember, it's for all your hard floor surfaces at home as well. This is the other great thing. It removes the dirt. You've got that dual water tank system, so the clean and the dirty never mix together. You've got a machine that's going to do all those different jobs in one, and then that self-cleaning.
That self-cleaning is phenomenal. You walk away and leave it. It cleans the head. Not only does it clean the head, it cleans through the system. Not only does it clean the head and clean through the system, it then dries the head as well. It talks to you, so it will tell you if the clean water needs filling up. It'll tell you if the dirty water's full. It'll tell you if it needs recharging. It's got a brushless motor, so what you know you've got is absolute quality, but it's doing so many jobs at once. Because normally in a situation like this...
Yeah, it's a bit mucky, isn't it?
It's a bit of a panic, isn't
absolutely.
it?
And by the way, it's worthwhile remembering that on its charging station, so when it goes into self-cleaning mode, it will also dry the roll, but with warm air. So actually, it's like a blow dryer. It's just a clever way of being able to do it.
Really good.
So it comes out dry as well.
So I'm looking at this again. What would you do to clean this floor?
Lots of things.
So this is sort of wet
Dustpan and
dry.
brush, maybe?
So I'd get my dustpan and brush and try and clean that up. But the dustpan and brush would be absolutely disgusting after you'd tried to clean that up because it's wet. Then I'd have to you'd need to dry this a bit, wouldn't you, before you got the mop and bucket out? Otherwise, you'll just spread that. So perhaps kitchen roll or microfiber cloths.
Oh, I know lots of people people
And
that
then
would just try it with their mop, though,
oh,
Hayley, wouldn't they? They were it's like,
no. Then you'd have to, no, because if you actually
your
tried
mop
to
head
clean
away.
that with a mop and bucket, you're just going to spread that
Totally.
sticky, smelly
Absolutely not good.
liquid everywhere.
Not
So
good.
it's a big old job unless you've got this machine.
The wet and dry vac is so clever. There are lots of other wet and dry vacs on the market that are really, really expensive. We saw earlier on me cleaning Lisa's house.
Yes.
She's got one of the really expensive ones. She spent probably about $350 on it.
Yeah.
But it sits in the corner of her room because it's too complicated for her to use. So she doesn't use
And
it.
she was much more impressed
She was
with
really impressed with this one because it's easy. The one button touch for this is really good. She also loved the fact that it sat on its station and self-cleaned.
Yes.
Because her one did not do that. Oh, no. I'm not going to mention
at
which brand it is, but it's one of the really, really big brand ones.
I mean, this has been just so well designed. So we're picking up the wet debris, the dry debris, the mixture of the two debris. It's cleaning the floor,
It's
pet
buffing
hair
the
as well.
floor.
Yeah, it's drying
It's
the floor
like it's drying
and
it. You can
buffing.
see
And it's
we're
suctioning
seeing it
up.
dry,
Look,
aren't we?
Edge to edge there, really impressively sucking it all up. And look at that. Now, that's quite... Did you hear it rumble over,
Yes.
over the cornflakes there? But it is. It's doing all of its job.
And it knows when to use extra power.
Yes,
When
it
there's
does.
extra
Yes, it
debris
does.
there, it switches on more power. So you're not wasting your battery, because don't forget, this is completely cordless. I think
Exactly
we forget
right.
that. We're not plugged in. We're not on a wire. You can take this anywhere.
Exactly.
Completely cordless, up to a 30-minute runtime.
And it has those
What
voice
did it say?
commands.
It says, powering off, please put back on my charging station.
Okay.
And it's like, because you don't want to get to a point halfway round where you've run out of battery.
But it constantly
So it
reminds
just reminds
you
you
to put
to
it back
do
on the
that.
charger.
You get 30 minutes of solid, and that's if it's continuous run time on this. I did my friend's house, the whole of the downstairs. So they've got a 5-bedroom house. So it was a big lounge, dining room, kitchen, hallway, office, and kitchen as well. All of that I did in 22 minutes. And I had to empty the clean water tank once because it was pretty
The
much
dirty water tank, yeah.
Dirty water tank once, yeah, exactly right, and just put a little bit more clean in.
And lots
but
of
apart from
different
that,
surfaces, like you were
lots of
saying.
different surfaces.
And so many
as well.
people have got different floors
floors,
around their
yeah.
home, haven't they?
Also-
and even your sealed wooden floors
Yeah, exactly.
as well.
Good for that because you're not really supposed to put water on those.
No.
But this doesn't, as you see, this is completely dry
It's
now.
dry, yeah.
Great for laminate, great for ceramic, great for tile, stone, hardwood, parquet, linoleum, concrete. Yeah, loads of. That's quite popular these days, isn't it? The sealed concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
When you said that earlier,
Yeah.
It's that kind of rustic look.
Oh.
It's like
Yeah.
bricks on the wall, concrete on the floor. You don't watch
And
enough.
now you can clean till your heart's content.
like a loft.
Exactly like a loft conversion.
I love it.
Exactly
I
right.
love it. I'm not wrong. I get it now. I get it.
Now over here we have a separate machine because I've just got dry on this tile because I wanted to show you that it will work just as a vacuum cleaner as well.
Oh, right, OK. So just as a dry vacuum if
Exactly.
you want it.
As you switch it on, it goes to smart mode, and that starts putting water through the roller.
Okay.
But if you switch it, once more it goes to strong, and once more it goes to dry suction.
Right,
Well,
so
we
if
can
you want
show
to...
you that, actually.
yeah.
We've got a
Yeah,
close-up of the readout, haven't
Exactly.
we, that talks you through all
And
those
if you want to
different modes.
vacuum your hard floors, you've got the vacuum for the
Exactly
job
right.
as well, which is brilliant.
So if you've got no liquid down on the floor, you may as well do dry suction. But it starts in smart mode, so if you do go over a really big patch of dirt, then it will go to strong automatically. But you can choose to go to strong if you want. And then there's the dry suction mode as
right.
So
well.
that's your
Brilliant.
vacuum.
Yeah,
as
exactly right.
such.
On the other side, can you see those 3 little blue
Oh,
lights?
yeah,
Yes.
the
That's
bars.
battery power.
Oh,
That's battery power. So it always
So
tells
you
how much
can
battery power
visually
you've got.
see
Exactly
the
right.
battery, yet it will tell you when it needs
Exactly.
charging.
And when it's charging, that goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
Okay,
3,
and
and then 1, 2, 1,
Yeah.
2, 1. It's like, so it tells you exactly how much it's got in there and what it will be doing as well. Lots of people ask about dimensions, of course. Dimension-wise, 66 centimetres by 28 centimetres by 31 centimetres. So it's compact as well, which is really nice. It's cleverly designed.
Now you're just
It
using
looks
water
good.
in there as well, aren't
Yeah,
you?
exactly right. You don't need a floor cleaner in here. It's really clever because it does all of that just by
Oh,
itself.
right,
So
fabulous.
it's just a clever little machine. I'm just going to use dry mode here. So
Okay.
power on and then go into dry suction mode. And look at this, because now it will just take up all of that really easily You can use it as the vacuum cleaner. So I've got no liquid coming out on the floor here, as you can see.
So you're not washing, but you're picking up the dry debris. We're dry vacuuming.
Dry vacuuming.
But it is actually buffing the floor still because it's got
Absolutely.
the microfiber head.
Yep, exactly right. And to be honest, if I've got floor like this, and I did have black tile floor in my previous house, I would have the liquid on all the time because
it'll give that
polishes
shine.
that beautifully, and it really does really nicely. And if you've got, so it doesn't matter. So even we've had white tile, we've had wooden tiles, we've got lino, we've got the very smart black tiles here as well. It doesn't matter what kind of flooring you've got. No more sweeping, no more vacuuming, no more mopping. This machine does it all in one go. So you've halved the time at least that you're taking to clean.
Yeah, so true.
Nobody's got enough time these days,
Nobody.
have they? This is a little bit...
And you can just grab this and go completely cordless up to a 30-minute run time. And when you see what we've been picking up, the wet debris, the dry debris, the spillages, it's doing the lot. The hair as well. So it's vacuuming up anything that's dry, but at the same time it's cleaning the floor, it's buffing the floor. Then any spillage, it's cleaning up the spillage. Isn't it clever?
The fact it brings up those spillages, and as you bring it back, it's more or less leaving the floor surfaces dry. Remember, it doesn't matter what kind of floor surface we're talking about. Tiles, laminates, hard wooden floors, sealed wooden floors, because it's not flooding the floor surface. You're in control of all of the, well, there's no liquid really coming through. It's just through on the buffer. And then when you bring it back, you more or less leave a dry floor.
I mean, you can see that, can't you? It's absolutely phenomenal. So leaving your floor sparkling clean, it's high performance, it's completely cordless, and it's actually got a very clever brushless motor, so you know you've got a rapid and really effective performance every time. It even stands upright when you're not using it, so you haven't got to lean it anywhere. It'll stand quite happily. Put it on its parking station, it will be charging as well. And remember, when it's fully charged, up to a 30-minute run time, but it doesn't waste that battery. If you have it on that smart mode, it'll only use the power it needs. It knows how much dirt's down there, how much liquid's down there. So if it needs more power, it will use it. If it doesn't, it'll actually cut down on the power, but it will take the place of your vacuum, your brush, your broom, your mop, your bucket. It's doing all those jobs at once, but it's doing all those jobs so well.
And so easily. So 822901 is the item number if you want to add it in. And don't forget, if you do want to use that self-cleaning mode, you just pop it on the base and it tells you when it needs cleaning. We can show you actually, in fact. We've got a clip that shows you exactly how this works. So pop it onto the base unit. That's your base unit, can also be your charger. Put it on the self-clean and you can see it cleans the actual head and then it goes through to the drying mode.
Yeah, so it cleans all the head, it cleans through the actual system as well. It then will dry the actual head and it dries that with hot air. And it's ready to be used again, nice and clean, nice and dry, ready to go. Obviously, at that point, you walk away and leave it. Now, you might think Sean's a lot more taller than he was earlier on. I've taken
more taller.
My feet are killing.
She's took her shoes
I've taken my shoes off, look.
Look,
you see,
heels.
you can't do cleaning in these heels.
I've still got my heels on.
But you can do your cleaning in your heels if you like when you've got a system like this, because this is doing all the hard work for you, isn't it?
And doing so many jobs at once. That's why I think it's great. You see it in all these clips that we're showing you where it's picking up the dry debris, it's picking up wet spillages.
So you'd normally,
once.
normally you'd have to get the dustpan and brush out if it was sort of wet and dry debris. If it was just dry, you'd perhaps get the vacuum out first before you then got the mop and bucket out. But if you've got a spillage, you'd then have to pick that spillage up, especially if it was a wee, before you got your mop and bucket out. Because if it was a wee or something nasty, all you're doing with the mop and bucket is spreading it all over the floor. So this is, and that's something nasty, a little bit of a wee.
Yeah.
You're cleaning, you're actually picking up the spillage, you're cleaning the floor and you're drying and buffing the floor.
And you can see the lights that are on the front there that illuminate the area that you're cleaning as well. Brilliant for that. You see how it draws up the liquid spillages and then it'll also pick up any dry spillages at the same time. But because you've got that microfiber head that's running around, it's also buffing the floor surface for you.
So it's leaving it pristine. It looks great and it's done so many jobs all at once and it's really easy to understand. You've got fabulous controls. You can actually see on the system. When you first turn it on, it goes to smart, and smart will actually detect how much dirt is on your floor and only need the power that you need. If you want to put it automatically onto strong, you can. can, but you can actually use it for dry cleaning. So if you just want to dry vacuum your hard floors, you can.
There's your
as
battery
well.
power on the right-hand side as well. It gives you a battery indicator. But remember, the machine has voice commands, so it'll tell you what the power levels are. It'll tell you when it needs cleaning. When you go over a vinyl floor with all these different spillages, dry and wet, but it's also buffing the floor as well.
Cleaning, buffing, picking up the dry, picking up the wet, leaving the floor pristine, and you can see that it's picking up all and everything whilst it's cleaning and drying and buffing the floor at the same time. And then you might think, hang on a minute, if I've picked up a wee with that, now the head's going to be really dirty. We'll put it back onto its parking station and it will self-clean.
Yeah, and it'll tell you when you turn it off. It'll go to the self-clean. James was asking about this at home. So, James, it'll clean the roller and then it'll dry the roller. It'll tell you it's in drying mode. You just pop it on there and you move away. You get on with everything else.
Yeah, go and have a cup of tea. You've done your job. It's doing its job now. It's cleaning through the system. It's also drying. Then you do need to tip the dirty water away, which we say tip down the toilet because there'll be some debris in there as well, some bits and pieces.
Just rinse that container out, pop it back on the machine, and it's ready to go. If you do want to take the head off completely and clean within there, you've got that option as well. It easily all comes apart. It comes with a cleaning brush included as well, so you can just wipe all the areas that you want to wipe through. $179.99. It's a brilliant price because it does so much. 822901 is your item number. It's a brand new launch with us here at Shop on TV. It's all your hard floors that you're going to use it on.
And so many people have got hard floors. So as a wet or dry machine, it's for your hard floors, whether you've got laminate, whether you've got sealed wood, whether you've got concrete, whether you've got tiles. This is your cleaning system. Vacuuming, cleaning, buffing and drying all at the same time. A bit like the big industrial machines that you see at the airports,
or the
shopping centres and things. But it's been developed by Tower
for the
to
domestic
be
market,
a cordless machine in your home. That's what we keep forgetting. It's cordless as well.
And cordless power up to 30 minutes on one charge. But remember, every time you turn it off, the machine then says, please put me back on charge.
Yeah, it reminds you to charge it. It'll remind you to clean it as well, so you're never putting it away dirty. So if you have picked something nasty up, it's going to clean the head. It's going to dry that head. It does come with a 3-year warranty. Just register it online. It'll come with a normal 1-year warranty, but if you register it, it'll add on a further 2 years. That's what Tower is all about. Absolutely incredible. It has got 2 tanks. It's got a dirty tank that we saw emptying down the toilet, and you've got a clean tank. Those never ever mix. And when you see the features, when you get this home and you use it, you're going to be blown away how this is doing so many jobs at once.
It's completely cordless, like you say. We keep forgetting because we use a lot of cordless machines, but that gives you complete freedom when it comes to cleaning. That digital display talks you through everything. You've got the self-clean we've talked about. The voice commands for me are spectacular because it tells you everything that needs to be done. And dual water tanks, dirty and clean water never mix together. So add it into your basket right now. It's absolutely flown on the launch show. And Tower bringing us a fabulous range of products. So the AquaVac, brilliant, but we've also got a fantastic set of pans.
Now, do check your stock out, just hearing how busy we are on that. It's only going to be as long as the stock is there now, so grab it whilst the stock's available. But the same for the pans, actually. These have been massively busy.
But these aren't just your saucepans. These are your cookware, your bakeware. The handles are detachable from the pans, and storage-wise, they all store into each other. So if you don't have a lot of space, maybe you've got a boat or a caravan or just not a lot of space, or you don't want your pans taking up all your drawers or your cupboards.
Which they do, don't they? Because that would have as well storage containers, roasting dishes, bakeware dishes. It's all falling out the cupboard. Everything you need is in that really tidy cupboard. That is your storageware, your bakeware, your roasting dishes, your pans, your saucepans, your wok, your saute pan. It's amazing.
Saving up to 50% on your storage space. When it comes to the non-stick on here, the non-stick's brilliant, but you can use them on all your hob types. Gas, electric, ceramic, halogen, induction. If you're buying them as a gift, you can use them on an Arga and a Rayburn.
And you could start it on the hob, and perhaps you're browning off things, then you're starting to cook, but then you need to put it in the oven. You can put it into the oven up to 230 degrees, because you can take the handle off and just use it then in the oven as like bakeware or roast roasting dishes.
You can bake in there, you can roast in there, you can store in there as well, because they come with silicone lids.
Brilliant.
So if you don't use everything, you want to store your leftovers in there, pop the silicone lid over the top. Now they've got a spectacular non-stick on the inside, but it's also on the outside of the pan. It's 7 times stronger non-stick than regular non-stick itself. So that means you don't have to use any oil or fat in there if you don't want to. So it's a healthier way of cooking.
And price-wise, phenomenal. Remember what you've got. You've got your saucepans, you've got your fry pans, you've got your wok, you've got your saute pan, you've got your lids, you've got your silicone stretch lids for storage, you've got the 2 handles. They have a 10-year warranty as long as you register them online. The actual pans have a 5-year warranty, register online. But on there, they're also, you could be baking bread in those saucepans, you could be making a cake and they will slide out without spoiling. In the frying pans, you could have a whole chicken, you roast potatoes, you roast veg. We did gammon in ours today. The saute pan, you could be starting things off on the hob and then popping it into the oven. They are incredible, but our price is even more incredible.
Yeah, well, our usual price is $149.99, and if you compare that with the prices we've found elsewhere, it's a good price. At Tower right now, $169.99. At Grattan, $189. At Hale Retail, just under $140, and at Freeman's, $189. With us, well, saving over £100 on a couple of those price comparisons.
Yes.
$84.99. Don't even have to pay that today. You can pay £30.31
So good.
on your first of 3 payments.
And
if you use PayPal.
I think this will be one of the best things you buy for your home, because if you a best gift as well. Perhaps you've got a wedding, someone's moved into a new home, but you will use these every day of the week for some sort of job, whether you're doing breakfast, whether you're doing lunches, whether you're cooking, whether you're baking, whether you're roasting. These will be if you have a kitchen and you haven't got anything else in there. If you have this set, all of a sudden, you've got so much, because you have got your saucepans, your fry pans, your roasting dishes, your saute pan, your wok. You can bake, you can roast, you can store. Serve them to the table because they look so nice. You'll use hardly any oil or no oil at all, because the non-stick's amazing, so a really healthy way of cooking. But what you'll find is the best thing is they just clean so brilliantly. And though they are dishwasher safe, we never put ours in the dishwasher.
No, they just wipe clean because the non-stick's so brilliant. It is now time to check out with those. Stock-wise, they're flying. When we have them, they sell out time and time again, and we've still got them at that great price of $84.99 for all 13 pieces. So 530-956. If you've got them in a basket, check them out. In fact, whatever you've got in a basket, do check it out.
Huge amount of that stock already sold out and gone, so you do need to check your baskets through. I know I'm not quite sure where we are stock-wise, but that stock is depleting really quickly on those pans. But where were we with that stock? Where were we? 2/3 of the entire stock sold out and gone. So please check that basket out. We've only got 1/3 of the stock left. We've got half the stock of our launch product gone, but so many of you with this in baskets, you do need to check your baskets out. So please, we've got as many people,
still ordering
with this in baskets as we've already sold.
It's funny, isn't it? After 2 a.m. it gets really busy.
It's
It's
crazy.
People get up early. Well,
I think perhaps people getting up for work, people
Totally.
coming back from work. It's that time where we get a real
Absolutely.
a spurge. A spurging spurge. A spurge. We've got a spurge on the floor.
Yeah.
A bit of a mixture of dry and wet and a real mess. But how would we clean that up? We'd need lots of different things to...
Broom. Dustpan and brush, vacuum maybe, but you can't go near a wet spillage with a vacuum because that's dangerous. You need a machine that's going to do it all for you, and this is the machine. I know why this is selling well. One, Tower, the quality is absolutely super.
How many years have they been going?
Since 1912.
They're a brand we all know.
Absolutely, they've been around for a long time.
Most people at home will have something in the house.
I think so.
Yes,
absolutely.
I bet,
and secondly, the quality. It's about quality. It absolutely.
Well, their warranties are incredible.
Yeah, so you get. So it's 1 year standard. If you register it with their website, you get a 3-year warranty on this machine, which is fantastic as well. And that doesn't cost you any extra. You just register with the website, so it's as easy as that.
And they wouldn't do that unless they knew that what you've got is a quality item.
Exactly right. There's even digital motor in here, isn't there?
A brushless digital motor, so what they call a BLDC motor, a brushless digital motor. And that simply means you've got less friction, so the battery life lasts longer in effect.
Better performance as such.
Better performance. It's really clever because now I'm halving your cleaning time.
Yes, please.
And do you know, most people don't, they do cleaning because they have to do cleaning. They don't want to do cleaning. My dog's been running around again on the tiles. A lot of, he seems to have had a bit of a whittle that's kind of, he's got very excited.
He has, he's whizzed around whilst doing it.
He's excited to be on the telly, that's what it is. It's like, look at this. I wondered if it was Sam, our floor manager, just for a while, but it was like, but apparently not. So if you switch on, you go straight into smart mode, and that means it will just give you the chance to be able to go over and not only clean but also polish. And look at that. So
and that smart mode will detect how much dirt or wet or how much power it needs. So you'll hear it, you'll keep changing. I think, oh, I need a bit more power, you'll use a bit more power. Then I think I don't need. So it's not wasting the battery at any point, which is really good.
It's picking up wet and dry at
the same time.
Quite. And the nice
thing cleaning and drying and buffing.
Exactly right. So it polishes, but it also dries very quickly because it's not leaving very much wet on the floor. And that's important, I think. Because the nice thing is about this is, if you've got that really expensive sealed wood flooring, which is lovely, but you can't get it too wet, because otherwise it ruins it.
Well, it lifts, doesn't it?
Exactly. This does not put too much... Can you see how it's almost gliding across the floor here? And I'm just... If you've got bits of mud, it'll take the bits of mud up, it'll take the bits of hair up, it will do all of that very, very easy. I'm just going to push the off button. It says powering off, but then it keeps going for another 8 seconds.
Okay.
And then powers off because it wants to keep making sure that it has sucked up everything so there's no detritus left behind. Now that is a perfect finish.
It's great.
A pristine finish, isn't it?
Very much.
Buffed it off.
Could be muddy kids. Muddy kids' boots, not muddy. Well, I mean, your kids might roll around. I don't know. It's like, you just never know.
It doesn't matter what the dirt is, whether it is bits of dry debris, whether it's wet, you know, sort of a spillage, or whether it's a mixture of dry and wet. It will pick it all up. It will wash the floor, and it will dry the floor, and it will buff the floor all at once.
Exactly right. So this is the cold water tank, and it goes on the back of the machine, the clean water tank, and it's simply as easy as filling it up from the tap.
Great.
So you simply do. There's no complicated thing to do.
And that always stays clean.
And that always stays clean, and it just clicks. It gives you that click of confidence, and that's what's really important.
So well, it's a great look.
Absolutely
is. You're not using any detergent in there.
I'm not. I've just used water, and you can see how powerful that is. It's amazing to be able to do that. The dirty water tank at the front is the same. It just unclicks off, and the dirty water and the clean water never mix with each other, and that's really important.
And that's the dirty water, the debris, the bits and pieces. It's all in there.
Yep, exactly. Just click it back in. And what I love about it, you've got all of that. Now, that roller obviously gets dirty as you do it, which is why every time you switch it off, it says, put me back on my charging station, which we haven't really done because we're doing lots of demonstrations, but we will put it back on its charging station in a moment.
Should we switch sides?
Yes, absolutely. There we go. Let's do. So we've got some dry debris. This is like herbs and dust and red wine, and there's a little bit of... I can't remember what cola I think that is.
Knows
who knows what that was? And it's like, but look, half of that is dried on, and half of it is still wet.
Yeah.
What would you do? Because in effect, this is you coming down and you realise one of the members of the family has spilt something and left it. And that's normally...
Well, I would get a dustpan and brush.
Yes.
Try and get the wetty bits and the dry bits. Because some of the dry stuff there is sort of wet and dry, and I'd do the dry. But actually, I'd make a right mess as well.
Really
now my dustpan and brush is wet. Then I'd try and pick that spillage up. I'm not going to put the mop and bucket straight onto that, because that is just going to smell of red wine and sticky
or whatever.
Coke or whatever it is down there. Spread it everywhere. And then I'd get the mop and bucket out.
But equally, that's what I don't like about mops either. It spreads the dirty water around as well. It's not doing that with this because you have cleaned that mop head every single time, and that's good. Self-cleaning on the unit. But just have a look how powerful this is. So we're in smart mode. Every time you switch it on, it goes straight into smart mode. And so that means it is putting water through the mop head, but not so much that it makes it sopping wet, but you can see it's a little bit shiny there.
Yeah.
But that will then dry because that is also polishing.
Well, we're watching it virtually dry, start drying straight away.
But look at this, because you can see it's edge to edge.
Oh, and that was a soggy mess you just picked up there. But it's cleaned the floor as well.
They call it a tri-edge clean because it cleans left-hand side, right-hand side, and also from the front as well.
You can see that, yeah.
And I think it's really powerful. So 150 watts of power on the suction there as well. A 650 millilitre dirty clean water tank and 550 millilitres on the dirty water tank. So you've got a really clever way of being able to do all of your flooring edge to edge, just like that. Look, and there, powering off. I just, push the button again. So there, can you see? The roller will go. I've just powered off there because I want to put it back on its cleaning station.
Well, it said, put me back on my cleaning station.
Put me back on my cleaning station.
And there's your cleaning station.
And here it is. And all you do is you literally pop it in there. Now, at the moment, it's just charging, but it does say, please press the self-cleaning function. So while we go over there and do more dirt, I'm just going to click the self-cleaning function, and it automatically cleans the brush. It cleans the internal pipes.
It flushes everything.
It flushes everything out. It then does a quick scan, because it's clever, this machine, does a quick scan of what is still dirty and cleans some more. So it cleans for 3 minutes, then it dries it.
So
it goes into drying mode with actual warm air, so it dries the mop head with warm air.
So if you've got anything nasty that you've picked up, it's now cleaning that head, and you're not putting your mop away dirty, which then, you know, when they get smelly, don't they? It's always being put away clean, which is brilliant. So we can leave that now.
We can just
it's done its hard work. We've done our hard work. It can get on and do the cleaning.
Exactly right, exactly right. And so I've got my other machine on the spindle here, like so.
Now, just hearing, gone massively busy on the phones. You do need to check your baskets through. It's great to have your company this morning. We were just saying, get really busy at 2 o'clock. I don't know if it's people coming in from work, people getting up to go to work, or just waking up. Perhaps you've just had one of those nights and 2 o'clock is the time you wake up. Please check your baskets through. You're doing sleep shopping like I do.
Yes, that's
on my nights off, I wake up at a random time.
It's not just on your nights off, it's every night.
Do you know you're doing it, or are you asleep?
No, not until the parcel comes. I'm like, oh, someone's treated me. And it was me.
Treated yourself.
That's the best way.
I love that. Yourself to this, because it makes cleaning easier.
Yeah, exactly right. And now, we do extreme demonstrations on television. It's unlikely that your floor is ever going to be that bad.
Unless you've had a really good party.
And, well, yeah, exactly. Mind you, if you've had a good party, that's it.
It could be a kid's party, it could be an adult party.
Absolutely.
You've got dry debris, wet debris, you've got a spillage. That, again, like we keep saying, we'd need probably a broom or a dustpan and brush.
Exactly right, yeah.
Then we'd need probably some kitchen roll to try and dry off bits. Because you wouldn't go near the vacuum with that because that's wet.
Yeah, awful.
And then you'd need to clean the floor, so then you'd get your mop and bucket and then clean the floor afterwards.
Exactly right.
So we're actually going to do all of that with the one machine.
With one machine. And this is why it's so clever, because it does the vacuuming and the mopping at the same time.
So no vacuum, no broom, no dustpan and brush, no mop and bucket, just your machine, completely cordless.
And if you forget what you're doing, it gives you the instruction.
The cleaner is in an upright state.
So
Please tilt the handle to begin cleaning.
Brilliant.
It tells you what to do.
So it's not going to clean until you tilt the handle.
All right, then I'll tilt the handle then, fine. Okay, okay, boss, exactly right. So now it's going to say power on smart mode. And so here we go, powering on. Then it thinks about it for a second, smart mode. All right, and then...
And that smart mode will only use the power that it needs.
Exactly
it detects how much dirt and debris is on the floor. How clever is that?
Great.
So not wasting the battery, because sometimes we do put things onto high power all the time.
We don't need to.
No, you don't need to.
So we waste the battery.
Yeah.
The great thing with this on that smart mode is when it detects more dirt and debris, it'll kick into a heavier mode.
Yeah, so clever.
I'm deliberately
that edge
just
to
using
edge
the
is
edge
so
there for
good.
you. Look at that, isn't it clever?
Yeah.
So you've got a very straight line.
So you're picking up wet, dry,
Absolutely.
You're cleaning the floor.
I'm mopping the floor. I'm polishing the floor. Well, in terms of polishing, in terms of the buffing it.
Yeah, because you've got a microfiber cloth and it's buffing the floor.
Absolutely.
And drying the floor all at the same time.
And look at that amount of dirt that it's picking up on that one pass. And when you bring it back, I mean, it looks more or less dry, doesn't it?
It is. It's not. There isn't a huge amount of wet on that floor. So let's just power off. It waits the 8 seconds to continue sucking up whatever is there. And look, you can simply pop it and then you pop it back on its stand. But that is very nearly dry already. So it's buffed, it's clean,
isn't it?
And the point is, you haven't had to get the broom out. No. You haven't had to get the dustpan and brush out. You haven't had to get the vacuum cleaner out. You haven't had to get the mop out. One machine does it. Yes, hands and knees. Yeah. Absolutely. I don't want to get down on my hands and knees.
And so many. No.
It's getting worse.
And
worse.
so many of us have got lots of different hard floors around our home, and this will work on all of those hard floors.
So, laminate. Let's see how many we can go through. Okay. Laminate, ceramic tile, LVT, concrete, linoleum, parquet, stone, hardwood. Did you say lino? It's a bit like the generation game.
Yeah, that's
it. So whatever hard floor you've got, it will work on that hard floor. Great. Now, it will even work on sealed cork.
Oh, wow.
Which is a very posh type of flooring, in fact. So it's nice. If you've got unsealed
cork... The only sealed cork I know is the one in the wine.
Yeah. It's the best one, right?
I didn't know you could put it on your floor.
You can put it on the floor. Don't put the wine on the floor like we've been doing, to be fair. But all types of hard floor. Now, you wouldn't go anywhere near a spillage with your ordinary vacuum cleaner, or you shouldn't.
Oh, gosh, no.
Because that would ruin your vacuum.
The end, wouldn't it?
Exactly right. This is especially designed to do wet and dry. Now, the other thing I would say, people ask all the time, is like, what can't it do? All right, I'll be absolutely upfront. If you've had a spillage out of your washing machine and your whole floor is flooded, it's not designed for that. No. It's not designed to take up so much water. Amounts. There are other great Tower products that we've seen already that will do that. Yeah. This is about cleaning as opposed to mopping up a flood.
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
So a small spillage like we're showing here.
Yep.
Drink.
Yep. Totally right. Like exactly right. But if your washing machine's had a leak, you want to get the suction machine. Yeah. Exactly.
Sorry. No, you go.
Well, Mark, you were saying
that at home as well. It's like, no, you
we don't talk at home.
We don't talk at home. We've had enough words at work. We don't need to speak at home.
I love that.
No. Also for dry cleaning.
Yes, for dry cleaning. So we've just got a dry spillage here. So you've dropped some cereal on the floor. You've maybe you've gone whooshed like that as you were.
Oh, so right. So we've got a dry spillage, and I'm thinking, well, I don't really want to mop and clean that floor right now. I just want to pick that dry spillage up. I can just use it as a dry vacuum on the hard floors.
Exactly right. I mean, you could get your broom out. You could get it out, but this is one machine for everything, bear in mind. If you push the on button 3 times, it will go to the dry suction mode.
Clever.
Which is clever. So the first time you push it, it goes to smart mode. The second time you push it, it goes to strong. Third time you push it, it goes to dry suction. That's what we want on this one. Now, the reason I'm doing it with this machine is we've done nothing wet with this machine.
Okay.
I've just kept it dry because I didn't want to put any water on this particular floor.
Okay.
Just for the demonstration purposes. Yeah. And so I'll switch it on, I'll push the button another 2 times. Now I'm in dry suction mode.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. And now I can get up all of the bits.
Oh, that's great.
There. That one just bounced out the way.
So you could do a bit of dry vacuum if you wanted to on your hard floors, but then you might see a spillage and you might see the floor's got some dirty footprints. So then you could use it wet and you could be actually picking up dry debris and washing and drying and buffing the floor at the same time. You can use it as you wish. That's so good.
Exactly. Did you hear the snap, crackle and pop going on?
Yes.
And that was a cornflake. So maybe that's how they came across it. I don't know. It's like, but can you see in here, we've just got the dry stuff, and that obviously would be the wet water tank, but just the dry has gone in because we've just used it. Exactly right.
Clever.
But you can see with the edge-to-edge cleaning, it's in terms of edge-to-edge dry cleaning, it's better than a lot of vacuum cleaners that we've seen that don't go right to the edges. This roller actually gets it right to the very edge as well.
And we've seen that, haven't we, on the floors? When we see the dry, the wet, the messy debris on the floor, when we actually use the machine, it actually then does the lines. You can see it pick up. You can see the floor drying. You can see it buffing the floor. It's absolutely incredible. Can you talk us around the actual machine itself?
Absolutely.
Because we've got a nice performance machine.
A performance machine,
it's like
indeed,
a little display.
So let me
show you. A little bit higher up.
Well, yes, is it partly because the speaker is just here and it works quite well for the microphone, so you can hear it as it goes. Let me just pop it on its stand.
Ah, because it talks to you.
It's rather nice voice as well, isn't it?
It's a very nice voice.
Could have been better.
It could have been me. It could have been you, Sean. I mean, they didn't come to us to ask, did they? No. Rude. Exactly right. Now, when you want to take the front off, if you want to give it a good clean, so you can clean it on the cleaning station.
So this is our cleaning station. It'll sit on here.
Exactly.
It's also charging on there. It's plugged in, so it will charge the machine.
It comes with a little brush too, which just sits in the back section, just like so. So I've shown you how you can take the dirty water tank off, and it's very easy to take the dirty water tank off. And of course, it's also got the sponge filter at the front as well. The sponge filter works really nicely in case you've got.
And so that's all the wet mess, the debris, the vacuum,
the really awful stuff.
Everything's in there, the dirty stuff.
Absolutely. You've got the clean water tank at the back. Now this will take up to 650 mils of just ordinary tap water. You can just. I've used cold water. You can use warm. Don't use hot water, but you can use warm if you want to. That's as simple as that. And listen, it just clicks into place.
It's so nicely made.
And those two never mix together.
No, the dirty water and the clean water never mix, so it's all good. Now, when you put it on its self-cleaning mode, you need at least 50% of water left.
Because it will use that
to clean. It's as simple as that.
Very great.
You can also take the battery unit out. So you just push the buttons at the side and it pops up, and you can take it out, and that can be charged separately in the kitchen if you want, or wherever you want. So
and when it's fully charged, how long have we got on that?
So half an hour of continuous runtime. I mean, I don't think you'd necessarily use it for that. But
well, I think if you've got it on that smart mode, because it only uses what it needs, it'll really last that battery, won't it?
Cordless, that up to half an hour of cleaning around all those floors will be brilliant, won't it? Because it's freedom.
Yeah, you're not unplugging, replugging.
Well, it takes half the time.
Let me tell you again, I went to do my friend Sam and Ian's house. They've got a 5-bedroom house with all hard flooring on the downstairs. And I did their entire downstairs in 22 minutes.
It's brilliant,
it's not difficult to
It's
do.
Quick, it's easy. We've had emails from people saying how easy it is to
it really
use.
is. Absolutely.
It self-cleans, it picks up the dirty, wet, dry, it cleans the floor. So it's taken over the place of your broom, your brush, your mop and bucket, your vacuum. It's cleaning, it's buffing, it's doing the whole thing. It's phenomenal. And we've been so busy. Thank you so much.
It's an absolute pleasure. It's a lovely machine, this. Yeah. It's well worthwhile. And cutting the time of cleaning. That's the best thing, absolutely.
We'll take it. Thank you so much. We will see you very soon.
Yes.
And we're going to see you in action, actually, I do believe. Yes. Whose house did you clean?
This is Lisa's, my friend Lisa's house. So I said, can I come and clean your floors? I just need to do a quick test of this machine.
That's the sort of friend you want, isn't it? Yeah, come round. I'll give you a cup of tea. Take a look at this.
This is the Tower AquaVac Wet and Dry vacuum. Have a look at this. It will take dirt and spillages off your floor. In effect, what you're doing is you're mopping your floor and you're vacuuming your floor at the same time. So no more getting a broom out before you actually mop the floor. No more vacuuming before you mop the floor. This machine does it all in one go. It's also strong enough to be able to detect when there's dirt. So in smart mode, it goes from eco to strong in a really easy move, or you can make it go strong if you can see that you've got a stain or you've got a particularly stubborn bit of dirt. It's really clever, and it also has a self-cleaning function as well. Switch it off, pop it up, and it stands by itself as well. And it will also talk to you, telling you to put it back in its charging station.
What a night, absolutely amazing. It's been great to have your company. It's all been going on here on Shop on TV. We've got the most amazing products from Tower, brand new launch, and that's what you were seeing in action right there. It's a wet and dry vac for all your hard floors, even your sealed wooden floors, your concrete, your laminate, cork, I've heard.
Yes.
We've heard about all new floors that you can use this on. But the great thing is it's doing so many jobs at once.
Yeah, and when we see it in action on the floor surfaces, you see that it's picking up dry debris, it's picking up wet debris, it's picking up spillages, but it's doing it all at once, so it's replacing so many cleaning jobs for you, isn't it?
So this is your vacuum, it's your brush and your broom, it's your dustpan and brush, it's your mop and your bucket, because it's picking up the dry debris, the wet debris, the dry and wet mixed together, the dry footprints from the dog or perhaps the kids' Wellington boots, the wet drink that you've knocked over. But at the same time, it will clean the floor, it will also dry the floor, and it will buff the floor. It's a bit like the big industrial machines that we've seen at the shopping centres.
You see them in the airports, don't they? They vacuum up the debris, they clean the floor, and then they buff it, so it's a nice
And so it's been adapted so you can use that technology at home. And the lovely thing is, it's got a little parking station. It even self-cleans itself. So if you have picked up something nasty, perhaps that was a dog wee, perhaps that was a little bit of sick or something, or perhaps that was spaghetti, the kids have knocked the spaghetti all over the floor, you'll find it will pick things like that up. But then you'll be able to, but then you can put it on its parking station and it will clean and dry the head.
And that means you don't have to touch anything.
And you don't put it away dirty so it gets smelly and nasty.
Yes, because if you leave it to dry and you haven't cleaned a mop head, you know how smelly it gets. This self-cleans and then it dries off the head for the next time you use it.
And don't forget, completely cordless. It's a brushless motor, so you've got rapid and efficient sort of performance every single time. It leaves your floor, as you see there, pristine. It's got edge to edge, but sort of tri-edge to edge, because it's the line at the front and the sides, left and right. And you really see how it does exactly that, picking up all the debris, whatever it may be, dry, wet, spillages. It's vacuuming and it's washing and it's buffing and it's drying the floor all at once.
Now, all your controls are in the handle, but down here you've got a readout panel that tells you exactly what's going on. So when you first turn it on, it goes into that smart mode.
I love the smart mode because it detects how much dirt's on the floor. It'll only use the power that it needs. You can put it directly onto the strong, but put it on the smart. It will know when to use strong, so it won't waste the battery. You can even dry vacuum as well. So you've got the 3 different controls there that you see going across the top. Your battery power was the blue dots on the side as well. And then this is it in action.
Across a vinyl floor, you're seeing spillages, you're seeing dry debris, so it's vacuuming, and it's doing all of that at the same time. But then, because it's that microfiber pad that's spinning around, it's also buffing the floor as well, so giving you that perfect finish on whatever hard floor we're talking about, whether it's vinyl, whether it's laminate. Then when you pop it back on to the base station, it's going to tell you, can you clean me, please? No, you don't clean me.
It does.
I'll clean myself.
Yeah, when you stop the machine, it'll say, put me on my parking station, clean me. And then you press the cleaning button, it will self-clean. So it's cleaning the head, it's drying the head, it's cleaning through the system as well. And it will then clean itself. You can walk away and leave it, so you know when you put it away, you're not putting it away dirty. When you are actually emptying out the dirty water, we say put it down the toilet because it will have dry debris and things in there as well. Or you can deep clean if you need to. Perhaps you've got a lot of cats and dogs or, you know, a lot of hair yourself.
Yeah.
And perhaps it says, oh, you know, I need a deep clean. You can then take off the front and the head
off, and then you can get to all the inside working
And the little
parts
brush comes with it.
The brush is there so you can clean away any excess debris from the machine itself. That's included with your machine. And it all stores on that base unit that we've been talking about as well. The price is down to $179.99, but you don't have to pay that today. You can use PayPal. PayPal paying $62.31 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. That's if you pay online, shopontv.co.uk. If you do want to add it into your basket, you just need the number at the top there.
And we're still really busy on the phones. It's great to have your company this morning. If you have just joined us, take a look at the features. You've got an amazing saving. It's a brand new product with us here on Shop on TV. We're live every night from around about midnight till 3 a.m. Cordless machine with a brushless motor. It's got up to a 30-minute run time. The brushless motor, meaning you've got really efficient performance every single time. The tri-edge design, so when you are cleaning with this, it really does do edge-to-edge, front and sides as well. The LED screen we showed you, so it tells you about the battery, it tells you, and you can see what you're on, whether you're on smart mode, high mode, or whether you're dry vacuuming. 3-minute self-cleaning function, which we just looked at, and it talks to you, Sean.
Those voice commands, it literally tells you everything that needs to happen. It tells you when the water tank's empty or the dirty water tank needs emptying out, or it needs to recharge.
And they never mix together. You've got the dirty water tank on the front, the clean water tank on the back, so they never mix together. And what you've got is a really clever system that just allows you to do so many jobs in one.
Yeah.
Cleaning isn't the nicest of jobs at times.
Especially in the toilet, around the toilet. If someone's missed that toilet, you don't have to get near it, you don't have to touch it, and the head will take everything up. It'll clean up the dry spills, it'll clean up the wet spills, as you're seeing
And
here.
it will wash the floor, and it will dry the floor, and it will buff, and then it will clean itself. It's like having a little cleaning helper in your home, which is fantastic. And it even chats to you as well. You can turn the volume up and down, so if you don't want to have a chatty cleaning system, you can turn it down. But actually, it's really nice to listen to. To him, it's a him, which is very nice.
Yes, it is, yeah. 822-901 is your item. If you want to get hold of this, now is... I'm just having a little laugh to myself, having a chat with the...
with your vacuum. But we do, don't we, have a little chat with things?
You can't have a conversation.
No, it won't talk. Well, it'll talk to you, but it won't answer your questions and things.
No,
but it will clean. It will clean your house. Absolutely brilliant. She doesn't answer me.
She don't answer
I
you.
normally call her the wrong thing. Though.
Yeah.
Do please check your baskets through. £179.99 is your price. You can split that with PayPal Pay in 3. Should be £400. Stock-wise, oh my word, so many in baskets. You desperately need to check those baskets through. And what a fantastic show we've had, and a vast amount of that stock already sold out and gone. But so I think we've got just as much in baskets as we've already sold. So please do check those baskets through.
It's a Tower special for you tonight. Not only have we got that fantastic AquaVac, back in stock was our pans. Our fantastic pans, already 2/3 of the stock already gone. Lots of you have still got them.
So many in baskets, and every reason to get these home, because these are more than saucepans and fry pans.
Not yours until you confirm your order and check out, though. As a saucepan, as a frying pan, as a saute pan and a wok, they're brilliant, but they'll also transform to be your cookware, your bakeware.
Your roasting dishes. You can make bread, you can make cakes, you can put a whole chicken in there, you can actually put your potatoes, your veg in there. You could start something on the hob and they'll go on to whatever hob you've got, and then because you can take the handles off, you can put them into the oven up to 230 degrees. So you could brown things on the hob and then think, well, actually, now I need to pop them in the oven. You could do exactly that.
If you're thinking of a gift and you're not sure what hob someone's got, these are fine for all your hobs. Gas, electric, ceramic, halogen, induction hob, Arga, Rayburn. The handles are removable, so storage with these is brilliant.
Well, they stand into each other, don't they? So if you've got messy cupboards or you've just not got the space for pots and pans and storage dishes, get rid of all of that and just have these. They take about 50% of the space.
Yeah, so you're not struggling for
And
space.
small kitchens, caravans, boats, motorhomes.
The non-stick as well.
Oh, it's amazing.
Brilliant. If you cook with pans and they stick, it can be a nightmare. The non-stick on these is on the inside and it's on the outside. It's 7 times stronger than traditional non-stick, and that means you don't have to use any oil or fat whilst you're cooking. So it's
healthier, yeah. Or you could just use a nice flavoured oil, just a little bit of oil as and when you want to. And they wash up like you will not believe because of that non-stick as well. And price-wise, their deal is absolutely incredible. 2 of those prices over £100 more than our deal today.
Well, our usual price of £149.99 is brilliant. At Tower right now, you're looking at £169.99, exactly the same set. Gratin, £189. Hale Retail, just shy of £140. And Freeman's, again, £189.
Our price, £84.99 for all your saucepans, your fry pans, your roasting dishes, your bakeware, your storage containers. Comes with the lids that interchange as well, the glass lids. You've got the plastic storage container lids that will allow you to store things in the fridge. But we have used them to the fullest personally at home as well. And it's like they don't allow the food to sit, even if you try to burn.
Well, we used them today, didn't we?
Yes.
And I did gammon in the oven with loads of
with
honey.
On it. So sticky,
but the honey that runs off the ham burns onto the pan. Honestly, the pan was absolutely
It looked like you'd have to, soak it for hours. It wiped out in the washing up bowl.
Just ran hot
Honestly,
water on it, wiped through.
normally you'd think I'm going to have to soak that forever, then you scrub it, then you soak it again. Yeah, none of that. Wipes clean. Though they will go in the dishwasher, just wipe them clean in the hot soapy water. They are phenomenal. We use ours, and that hand on heart, every day of the week practically.
And I love the
Whether you're cooking a breakfast,
Look at the base on them.
that could be in a jewellery shop, couldn't it?
Well,
and the great thing with that
would you
shine
wear it?
could on my head, and that would actually, you know, it's been designed to go onto whatever hob, but it also gives that even heat distribution as well. So no hot and cold spots. You're cooking. It's the right tool for every single job.
Great quality and not too heavy, because some pans are sometimes too heavy. 530956. Add them into your basket.
Register them online. You get a 10-year warranty on your handles, a 5-year warranty on your pans. It's Tower, absolute quality. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.